Woo,
It's a
safe,
cool story.
safe. It is
Safe.
Wednesday, and I am glad that I've made it. I'm glad that you've made it. Welcome to the House of Sewing. Cynthia, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm tired. My eyes are on fire all day, so don't be surprised if I close them at some point.
I love the progression of your room. I can't say it enough. I
Thank you.
absolutely love the progression of your room.
You're getting it together, unlike
Yeah.
me in my crap room.
Well, I gave up and bought another shelf, and so it's sitting empty over here. I need to figure out how I'm going to reorganize everything to make it work for me. Now that I have more room, more shelf space.
Hello, Mona, Mo, Grant. Great to see everybody. Hello, Donnie and Jennifer.
Hello.
Great to see you. Yay, Katie Krabs. Hello.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, there's Mona. Hi, Mona.
Yay, hello, Mona. Katie, how are you today?
Hello.
Oh, I'm okay, considering
I hear ya.
Nikolai is not home.
Hi,
He's
Janet.
still in Nuke, you guys, and he has been since Monday afternoon. So, just to give y'all an update, what happened is he was supposed to fly on Tuesday, and during the night, Monday night, I could hear the wind kicking up outside, and I'm like, uh-oh. See, when it gets windy, but then when I looked out the window, I'm like, oh, because we were in the middle of a blizzard, and the blizzard lasted 2 whole days. And so all the snow that we didn't get during the winter, we got it on the ground now.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my
See,
goodness.
it all came at
I'm
once.
not kidding you.
Wow.
I
Janet,
can't even
welcome
get
in.
out my front door right now.
Oh, my gosh. Janet, welcome in. Welcome in. If you lived any closer, I'd come with a shovel.
Aw, you're sweet. Thank you for that.
Dubrovka, hello. Great to see you. Welcome in. Yay,
Hi,
great to see everybody.
Dubrovka.
Gene, great to see you. And the one and only
Hi,
enforcer,
Jean.
20 McTwin from those planets. How are you doing this evening?
Great. I'm feeling better today. I don't know if I told everyone that I wasn't feeling well on Monday.
Did you
Sinuses.
catch? Yeah, sinuses are sucking.
Yeah. But yes, the enforcer. That is I. So you guys all behave yourselves out there. Head wrench. I'm still going to call myself a wrench too. I don't care if I'm a shield now. All us blue people are wrenches.
Well, now
We
it's
had
a
a
shield.
meeting on Monday,
Doesn't
by
it
the way,
show a
y'all.
shield now? Doesn't it show a shield now?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. We need to have a team meeting, but we'll get together.
YouTube changes everything regularly, so
Yeah.
they'll change it next week. Even Restream right now, they changed everything. I got in here and I was like, where am I? Who is this? Everything has changed.
Oh, but how's your Wednesday going, William?
You know what? I've had a teenagery kind of day, but I have to say, I'm a grown adult. I have a teenage son, and we can do this together. I'm kidding. No,
Okay.
I had one of those moments of where my house is being cleaned right now, and later tonight I'll be mopping.
Oh, that's what I need to do downstairs.
Yeah.
When you live in a house, it's a lot of upkeep.
Yes, it
And
is.
we have a side yard, we have a backyard, and all winter we've been able to hide in the house, and we can't. There's a lot of work to be done on Sewing Farm.
And as you can see, someone down below that you can't see is giving her comment to the whole peanut gallery thing.
You look
Girlfriend.
tired. You look tired on Monday.
I did. Yeah. Monday was rough. I was trying though. I did it. We got through the live. And it's just when my sinuses are kicking up and I have allergies, my eyes just look like red and I look like I'm tired, but I'm good.
I hadn't slept in like 27 hours. I was a mess on Monday.
Are you on what I call it, a adrenaline thing, where you go several days without no sleep?
Well,
Oh,
I
I
had to
can't
take
do
my
that.
mom. I had to take my mom to the hospital in the morning, and
Yeah.
then that's my sleep time because I work third shift. So when I came home, it was the time I had to take my son to school and everything else, and I was like, ah. So I just continued on with my day.
Mm-hmm. Crazy. I know. But
This evening, I will be shaping this quilt and dropping stuff. I will be shaping this quilt. Oh,
Shaving.
shaping. I'm gonna
Shaving.
make this a coat. This is the sailboat. But
It's
I'm still on my series of forgotten quilts and things that I find in stores, and this is actually really awesome. So this is going to be the front of the coat, and I
yeah.
haven't decided. Well, I kind of have decided what the back's going to be. Let's see. This is going to be the back because most people really aren't interested in the
Oh, yeah.
I
but
like
you,
I like that.
I got back to work on my Hobbit robe today. Bodice piece and sleeves are quilted. Collar and cuffs and the whole skirt to go. That's awesome. That's
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Please send us a picture.
Absolutely.
Yay!
Absolutely.
Great to
Um,
see you, Grant. Great to see you.
Hi, Grant.
yeah. Katie, I went on Discord and showed everyone your quilted pillows the other night too. They turned out really well with the shamrock.
I'm the
You're
same
talking
way.
about Katie in the channel, right?
Yeah, Chris. Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I'm like,
Allergies.
I didn't make any pillows.
Allergies are the worst. Allergies are absolutely the worst.
Yeah, they are.
If I have to live off a Sudafed, I don't want to be there.
Mm,
And that's like certain times of year, I'm like, oh, I gotta take this, or I gotta feel like a bobblehead.
I understand.
Hello, Ruth Roberts.
Yay! Welcome in, welcome in. This is a late night group. Not sure I can do this. I'm back from home from Denver. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and sharing. Thank you so much.
Did you get all the baby love you could
I
handle?
know that. Yes.
Oh,
I'm just
absolutely.
gonna ask her how much she missed her grandbaby.
Oh gosh. Talking about him makes me wish that my son would hurry up and give me one. But he's got to get married first, and that's in May.
Oh, that's awesome. My husband is my husband is a woodworker by hobby. He makes duck and goose calls and decoys.
Oh, cool.
I work in a shop of men. You could not give us a duck call. We would be scaring each other, standing behind doors, waiting for someone to come run and hit that duck call.
I
I
guarantee.
can
Yes,
totally see that.
I can
Oh,
too.
sorry. Sorry.
Hmm.
It
I
was
wish
I
I
gotta
knew where
get
I put those
seeing
cards.
it.
Oh, it was. Okay. Janet, we need to get together because I want to ask you a question. See, her husband made this for me. It's a stiletto with a yeah. Here.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna make it big.
Let me tell you what. This thing is amazing. You know
that's
why it's amazing?
He
The
made that.
weight. It's the weight.
Yeah.
I never noticed it with other seam rippers, but with the weight on it, it makes it easy to just, you don't have to like grip it or hard or nothing. Because of the weight, you just gently hold it and do your thing, and there you go. I
It's
want
amazing.
a crochet hook like this. I really do.
I'll take one.
Seriously, if he makes those, that's amazing.
Yeah, I would like to have like a size 2.25 or 2.50 one and a 5.5 one because I think this is. I bet my hands will feel much better with the weight on. I never noticed it because everything I use is lighter. I have bamboo crochet hooks, and they're
Yeah.
really light. And I'm wondering if being heavier wouldn't be the ticket.
Maybe.
You might be able to zip right through those seams with
Yeah,
the seam.
I want a 3.25, a 2.25, and a 5.5.5. And I'll pay for it.
Yeah. Dre, are you paying for them 2 dozen duck calls?
Hey, Dre.
Those duck calls really work. And you can take me off the big screen, please.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm over here doing stuff. But we love you,
Now
Katie.
you'll have guest bills when I forget about her.
We absolutely love you, Katie. We absolutely.
Oh, me too.
You're good.
At least I did some of my hair for a change.
I love your hair too. We would have so much fun. Are you kidding me? Do you know what's so funny? Like
we would get into trouble.
Everyone at my
calls, y'all.
The average age of my job is like 55 and above, and we act like kids. We act like children.
That's good. You should.
Daily, I am like, who? I can't even say what I say daily, but it's crazy being around a bunch people who love life. Just people who love life. And if you think about it, like, oh man, I say all the time, life is attitude, and I had a terrible day. But like, people walk into work knowing, like, hey, it's third shift, man, and it's an important shift. But like, there's a lightness in the air.
Mm.
No one's competing. No one's gonna get canned if they, not quite necessarily. But I'm just saying, there's no tension in the air.
Yeah.
So even when I walk in there with my cloud covered me, everyone's like, "Oh, get him an umbrella."
Yeah.
Good times. We see you, Mo. We see you, and we are here for you. Today I am spring cleaning. There's no other way to say it. I attacked my house. I opened the door and told all the kitchen crickets, "Get out! The sun's shining." Go get a tan.
Motivated. What gets you all motivated to do all of that?
Quite honestly, it was. You know what it is? It's the time of year. I need to plant, and I know in my head specifically how much time it takes to germinate the seeds, put them in the ground, and I can tell you what day I'm going to be like harvesting my stuff. During the summer.
Oh, are we playing Carrie? No.
Uh-oh.
No, Katie.
There she is.
Are you still here?
That. I was just going to say, y'all are lucky because you have a head start. I have to wait to start germinating seeds if I'm going to do them in the house.
Yeah.
Probably May, because I need about 10 hours of daylight by then.
I did burp my house, and Ruth, this evening I'll be mopping at like 1 or 2 in the morning. I will pine saw my house. Ooh. But I'm not crazy. I've learned I only put a couple caps. I used to put half a bottle and then wonder why everybody had a headache.
Couldn't you? I don't know how you could breathe.
I can't.
I love pine saw, but man, it can make you yeah.
I am a sensitive human. Remember that story from last week?
Yep. That's why I brought it up. No, because and I mop when my son's sleeping. So like I consider it mean to mop with something that's extremely smelly like that.
I think you should talk to people in my residence.
So you know what Nikolai does? I clean the toilet without chemicals because I can't inhale that you use for toilet bowl cleaner. When he comes home, he'll say, "Don't go in the bathroom for an hour," because he goes in there and he takes chemicals and he cleans them for me. Because I have damaged lungs.
Yeah.
I have to do that for Jeff. He worked on the river one year, driving people up the river and dropping them in the canoes off, and then picking them up at the end. That was his summer job, which is how we met. Actually, he was a river rat when I met him, and he they had to just go and throw straight bleach on the walls. Their bathrooms were flushing toilets, but they were just concrete.
Yeah.
And so they would have to just go in there and throw bleach, and he cannot be around it anymore after that.
Nope.
It does the same thing. It hurts his throat, and so I'm the one that gets to deal with the chemical cleaning.
Hello, music. Hello, hello. And yes, Dre, I walked in my house today and I parted the trash in my house and said, we need to clean this place. Thank you so much for hanging out, Ruth. Thank you so much.
Yeah, catch us on the replay, girlfriend.
And
Yeah,
no
yeah.
worries. Please, we will. The replay will be there forever until YouTube randomly takes it down. I still don't know what I did. You notice how there's no football or baseball behind me because I don't know what I did to get that stream completely taken down.
Yeah.
Which one?
Which one?
2 Saturdays ago.
Yeah.
Disappeared.
The first day we went to QuiltCon and we were all talking about QuiltCon, that same stream is gone.
What? And you didn't get a notice or anything about it?
Not a peep.
Did I say something?
Yes.
I thought
Don't blame yourself. There's no way to know what happened. There's no way to know. It completely got taken off. I mean, it's like it's not in my YouTube studio. It's not because usually if you mess up, they want you to know so they could slap you on your wrist. YouTube is like that, and with no provocation in any way, shape, or form, my stream was taken down.
Weird.
I would be writing to them and ask them why they took it down. Because they should have at least notified you and said, this is why we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the night I think that I said something and thought to myself, "Oh no, this is going to cause him to get in trouble." So
yeah, but I don't remember you saying anything wrong that could have caused that.
I don't remember what I said, but I just remember.
I remember you saying that, and I'm like, "You're not going to get in trouble."
So
I don't blame anyone. Quite honestly, YouTube has been wonky, and this was the same week as the Great Shutdown, where it was just a black home screen on your phone. So, Denise, great to see you. Welcome in. I don't remember anything that would be disallowed. That's what I'm saying. You know, I noticed because my streams have this really weird order. I didn't do it on purpose, but if you have the 4 screen on your computer, like this one has 4, this one has 5. But like on my laptop, it has 4 screens on YouTube. So all my Mondays, like all my streams are lined up. And I looked and it was off and I was missing a day and YouTube completely took it off.
Yep. 21st is gone.
That is so not cool.
Dang YouTube.
Oh, and sometimes, you know what? I'm just grateful to be here. I'm glad that that my channel didn't get taken down on some weird glitch. So, you know, I'm just grateful.
So that means, y'all, all of you people out there and us that are on the stream, we need to share this stream out. We need to tell everybody to come watch and have fun and come join the stream. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because right now we got 29 fabulous friends watching. I see you all.
Really?
Every single one of you. Yeah.
I had 29 friends.
Y'all need to hit that thumbs up like button because only 7 people have hit the like button.
And I'm one of them.
Just saying. Come on, you guys. It don't cost you nothing but a tap of your finger.
Yep. Pay the rent, y'all. Pay the rent. Oh.
Did we just officially become YouTubers or what?
I got an email from a viewer.
Yeah.
She's been watching my videos for, I guess, since I started almost. but she does not have a YouTube account, so she can't comment in the lives. She can't comment on um, when you go to the community tab. She can't comment there either. So all she does is she watches to give me watch hours and viewer hours. That's all she's capable of doing, because she says she will not sign up for YouTube.
Interesting.
But she watches our lives, and I think that's cool. That she,
that's sweet.
yeah, and that's why, you know, I don't. I've heard comments about people locking, you know, making their channel where non-subscribers could chat, and I think that's not helping. That's not helpful for your channel. Just get some decent moderators and let them handle the riffraff.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And yet they won't remove people who steal content. That's what I'm saying. See,
oh, no.
Chris gets it. There's this weird hypocritical curve that I just don't understand. And when my son was younger, I used to always ask this question: how did this get on YouTube? Because he'd be watching something. I said, "Oh no, we don't do that in this house," or "We don't watch that." Like when he was younger, because he'd just click on videos, you know. Oh, that's like when we used to hang out on the couch. And I can see what he's doing. Now he goes and hides in his room.
That's a teenage thing.
Oh my gosh.
Or they can see me.
I'll tell you that right now. That's a teenage thing.
Yeah. Welcome to.
And you're like, why are you locked in your room?
Even deeper.
I go in there.
Yeah.
I walk in my kid's room. I call it doing laps.
You want to hear
I
something
walk around
funny?
the house. I make sure all the windows are locked.
It's not funny from a parent's standpoint, but Kristen was 7. It was after her dad passed, so we're going to chalk this up to her acting out. One morning, I go walking in her bedroom like I always do, and I got a shock of my life and had to turn around and walk back out the door because somebody crawled through her bedroom window that shouldn't have been in her room.
Oh, do that in my house. I have electrified fence, a moat, and an alligator. I have a malnourished alligator.
Good to know.
Oh my
but
God!
I'm a vampire, so I can just float right over.
I gave that young boy a chewing. He won't eat. I'm sure he hasn't forgot. I'm like, do you want me to go over to your mom and dad and tell them that you're breaking church rules?
And I did the same as Katie for a year, as Katie Crafts, for a year before I. Oh, there's Katie. Katie's back. For a year, I didn't say anything on YouTube. I did, and I had my real name on there, my real first and last name, because I treated YouTube like I would Facebook, because they asked me to sign up. If back in the day you asked me to sign up, I'd put boop boop William Sewing.
Yeah,
it's kind of close to my last name actually.
Maybe.
The thing about it is you don't, when you with Facebook you can I have mine locked down, and Jess will tell you this. I'm pretty specific about who's on my Facebook. Yeah. You can see my profile and you can see my name, but that's all you're going to get. If you try to look at any of my friends list or anything, all of that's hidden. You can't see who's on my friends list. Yeah. But on YouTube, I realized maybe I should not have my real name on YouTube.
Is your real name Greenland Quilter?
Yeah, just call me Greenland Quilter Katie.
How are you all supposed to fix anything when they take your wrench and give you a sticking shield?
I love that, Trey. I love that. So this is not as big as I thought it was, but I'm gonna try to use this for the arms. I don't know how. I'm gonna add more.
More than one of those?
I'm gonna add more material.
Oh, got you.
No, this is like a mini quilt I found. 2 years ago, I made a quilted coat, a janky quilted coat before going to road to California. I walked around all arrogant, like, I don't see any quilted clothes here. This year, I went to road to California. I was the only person not wearing a quilted jacket. Quite literally, I was the only person.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
So I was a year ahead of the curve, and then the curve circled around.
Was there a lot of people wearing quilted jackets at Road to California?
Every other person, and they were selling them too. As a year before, they really weren't selling it at all in any way, shape, or form. It was more stuff, sewing machines, scissors. It was more accessories. And
I
this year,
know.
all the vendors, not all, most of the vendors. Matter of fact, the back left side, it was clothing. It was all quilted clothing, and I was like, oh, it's a big
Oh,
difference. A year makes a big
look what
difference.
Katie said. Katie said, I watched YouTube for about a year before she joined.
I did the
So
same thing.
I didn't even know you could do it as a guest.
Yeah, I did that for a while. I didn't sign in. I would just, and it remembers everything you watch. I didn't subscribe to anyone. I would just watch the same stuff over and over. And it would just, your algorithm, it leads you to your own algorithm slowly, even if you don't sign in. We need Team Rippers, not Shield. Absolutely. You know what? The day we can design our own, everybody's getting blue Team Rippers. The day we can design our own. When is your next live?
Tomorrow. Today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. Tomorrow. No,
Yeah.
wait. Let me see what time it is, my time. Oh, we're after midnight, so today. But I don't want to confuse anybody. It's Thursday at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time.
And
I
then
do
you're
that.
live again on Saturday, right?
Yeah, it'll be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm going back to my regular schedule because I don't want to do another 20 minutes. You don't know what I was thinking.
You did
For
great,
you on
Katie.
today?
It
Thank
helped
you.
you. Yeah,
It
you're doing
did.
great.
Yeah, I hit another milestone 3 days ago with
Awesome.
300,000 views.
Yay.
And I'm like, what's weird is, you know, that little short I made of the mandala for one thing, and of the also I made one called Color for
Mhm.
Alice's Wonderland.
Yeah,
Both of those are blowing up,
that's amazing.
so I'm happy about it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I really think that the algorithm's really helping the creative community right now. People that are showing crafts in general. I feel like they're being pushed out more than we have in the past.
Yeah, you know what else is helping? That new collaboration thing that they offered for, you know, like when you come live on the my channel and I
Yeah,
send you a collaboration link and it ties your channel to that specific live.
yeah,
And it so whenever so if someone is going to they stumble across the video, they see both our channels sitting there. And they're like, okay, so who is this and this? And they go and you end up maybe with a subscription out of it or a view, whichever.
yeah. I know Mona did that with me last week, like you've done in the past.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that during the Olympics. Hey, Liz, I would click on a video because they were sending people to American, old American Olympic sites. Like this lady was at Lake Placid. I want to go to Lake Placid now.
She, Katie, Katie, where are you?
Bounced again, apparently.
We're
Wow.
picking on you tonight, girlfriend. Usually
Yeah,
it's me.
tonight must be Katie pick on night.
Thank you so much for hanging out, Liz. Thank you so much for hanging out. No, it's cowboy poker. You never know. You never know. This service that I go through is really sensitive. If you don't have a perfect signal, it kicks you out.
It should be my internet, so I don't know.
I have perfect internet and it kicks me out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna say because I usually don't have trouble with my internet. Of course, when Nikolai comes home, he might say there is, and that's only because he stretches the bandwidth with his gaming.
I wonder how many houses have that fight. I wonder how many houses around the world have that talk daily.
It's like it's too slow, and I'm like, how's it too slow, honey? I have no trouble with it because he's gaming.
I'd
There
say,
is
okay, boo, bye.
Yeah, there is a faster I mean, we started out having the highest internet speed there is here right now, but now they got a new one. But the problem is our neighborhood hasn't been hooked up to that new one. What?
Yeah.
Is it like a new power pole or is it a new service?
Part of it has to do with 5G, and the other part of it has to do with the speed is even faster than the speed we have currently, along with the download speed and the upload speed is supposed to be a lot faster, but they haven't got to our neighborhood to put in the hardware because we're down here by the lake. So of course we're going to be last.
So I'm not even saying this to be funny. When they put all those 5G towers in, it improved our Wi-Fi.
Oh, I'm sure. It's just when are we going to get it? You know.
And I really didn't think much of it until I got my new phone. And my iPhone 11 isn't as advanced as the one I have now. And this one blows my old phone out of the water.
Oh, cool. I can't, Nikolai wants me to get a new phone, and because I'm always the last one to do it. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to get another OnePlus. I'm really leaning toward buying a Samsung, the latest one that's out there. Not the flip one, just the regular Samsung Pro or whatever the heck it's called. I mean, they do have. It's because I want better cameras on my friggin' phone.
I totally get that. Hey, Kiva, hello. And Katie is losing at cowboy poker.
Yep, I am. It's whooping me tonight.
If anyone ever wonders why I've kept Mimi G R11 407 for so long, it's because of Scotch tape. There's the big rip. I knew there was a big rip on this from last time. And I said I was going to do something about it, and I didn't, so we're here now.
Jess, do you think this is too dark?
I don't know. What are you putting it with?
It's for the maple leaf on the Alice's Wonderland. The dark blue is the background.
For the whole quilt?
The whole quilt will have dark blue as the background.
Oh, no, that'll be fine.
Oh, every time I hear
no, because you're gonna have so much other color. You won't see it in the end. I don't think anyway, personally.
I know no one's gonna get this reference, but Katie said maple leaf. Daddy too rotten.
Oh, where's my hat?
Where's my apple juice? I bought apple juice.
Peanut butter whiskey.
We watch a YouTuber who loses it every time the Toronto Maple Leafs lose. And so now we're sitting here quietly hoping that they lose. And they lost today. And Bill never disappoints. Her husband
it was only 19 minutes after the end of the game, and he was there.
I don't think Bill has much else to do.
I think we should invite Bill. I'll find Bill.
Me too. Bill needs to come and hang out.
I will find Bill. Bill.
Bill needs a hug.
He is a perfectionist with sewing. His sewing, says Denise. Who are y'all talking about?
I have found a YouTuber who is a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, and he drinks during the game, and the Leafs are not good. So at the end of the game, he comes and gives and there's a million YouTubers out there who have opinion about everything, and hockey isn't different than anything else. And he loses it, but it's more funny. He's not like abusive or anything. It's just hilarious. But he's drinking whiskey, and you can see it because his eyes are pink.
Oh, Lordy.
His eyes. He'll start, and he's like, his eyes are pink, and you're like, I know there's gonna be some wisdom from the bottom of a barrel.
Yeah.
I think he's a good guy in the end. That's just as part of his comedian that comes out and how passionate he is about the Maple Leafs. I mean, I feel like he's an honorary member of the Maple Leafs in some capacity.
Dodgers are like that too. There's people I've known that they'll show you tickets from 40 years ago that they still have in their pocket. They laminate it and it's still in their pocket. I know people like that. I know somebody who was he was 6 years old. His picture was taken at the 1988 World Series. He has posted that picture 75,000 times on Facebook. To be fair, I would too. I'd make it my profile picture. So,
All right, Bill's coming.
What
I will
was
convince
that?
him.
And welcome in, Gene. Welcome in. I have
Hi,
a
team.
Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Takes great pics. Do you know I've only had Apple phones. And I'm saying that because it was forced on me before I got a smartphone. I had flip phones.
I don't know
I
how the
lived
heck anyone affords an Apple phone. Just saying.
oh, the one that I just bought was a lot of money, and it was a 14, and it was a lot of money. But I own
Uh-oh.
it. But I own it. I bought it outright. And I would like to say, for the record, that Katie's sneeze was so powerful that it knocked her out of the stream and knocked her back. Now that's a powerful sneeze there.
You go, girl.
I'm still having trouble with my sinuses. I don't think they're over with.
Let's see, since I'm really
Go to
looking
the
forward.
doctor.
That's his shtick. He's pulling viewers. I don't think it's his shtick. I think he's gonna end up in rehab.
I just said that earlier, Denise.
If this man is acting, give him the Oscar. Give him the Oscar.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I get it. Like we're all like I'm like that. Like there's certain things, certain stats I look into, and I'm like, I can't believe we lost you and yada yada yada. But at the end of the day, I move on with my life. Like if the
Yeah.
Dodgers had lost the World Series, I would have been like, oh bummer. And then I would have went right back to sewing and minding my own business.
Mm-hmm.
My Irma quilt is ready to be picked up for the long armor. Hooray! Huzzah!
Good to see it.
Huzzah!
That's exciting. I love long arming stuff.
So you're saying you're going to start a long arming business? Cool. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Twitty McTwin is going to be in the back room, and I'll be in the front, hanging out, holding court, drinking coffee.
I'm listening.
And Jess can quilt everybody's quilt. And Jess can quilt everybody's quilt. We'll get you a big fan in a big room. We'll get you the really big.
Yes. Automatically. If it's automated, I got you. You'll be my favorite William ever.
What in the world?
And
Donna-
everyone that gives me business.
Donna Jordan used to have the long arm that was the size of the room.
Oh,
Do you know, I started watching her 7 or 8 years ago, and that's what, like, because I just typed in sewing videos, and I was like, I don't know what she's doing, but I want one. From day one, I had no idea what she was doing.
yeah. Fun fact, I don't think anyone can long arm that's there now because her husband said that they just got a quilt back from the long armor.
So they're not letting anyone touch the machine.
I don't know if like it's just
but the woman is sewing on her machine.
no, the long arm. I don't think they're
no, I
using
get it about the long
anymore.
arm.
So I was shocked.
Maybe no one knows how to run it.
Well then I'm coming for it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna email them.
that's a camel machine, man.
Yeah.
As the son of an engineer who worked at NASA, I have monitors and all kinds of meters that I don't even know how to turn them on. I found a bunch of oscilloscopes, and the only reason I know that is because I Googled it. What is this thing in my possession? So I totally understand how you can come behind somebody and not know how something works.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess maybe they just was family, just him and her, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it was for the longest time. It was just them. They worked out of a 2-car garage at one time. And then they built into a store that was maybe like not even 1,000 square foot, which she did a lot of
Yeah, it looks
sewing.
like they're in a. It looks like they're in a strip mall.
Yeah, they are now. So their business, grew over time. They did a lot of shows. They sold a lot of kits, and then she became really popular. They started doing videos, and then they moved. I remember them moving into that strip mall.
Yeah.
So
Where
that's
are they?
I started watching. They're in they're in Washington State.
Okay.
No, I thought they were in Missouri.
No, they're in Washington.
Okay, they're really nice people because one year, uh, it was in 2020 actually. I called them and said I want to make a really huge boutique order, and will you? And they shipped to Greenland because I bought small stuff. But I said, are you willing to do a really long order? And he says, how long are you talking about? Oh, I don't know, about $350 worth. And he's like, oh. He says, do you have a list? I'm like, yeah. He says, how are you wanting it? I want 1 yard cuts of everything on this list. So I
Yeah,
sent him a list. And about a week and a half later, I got an email saying, we have all of it ready to send to you.
that's
All
fabulous.
of it.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're good like that.
Back then, the price of boutiques wasn't astronomical like it is right now.
Mhm.
This is, I think I think it's a very rural area. It's an old camel. I think she bought it secondhand.
Yeah,
I was just shocked. It looks like, I know it's just a frame, but it looks like it's the size of the room.
It looks like it's a 15-foot or maybe a, I don't know. Do they
at
make
least
one
12.
different? I
Yeah,
know they make a 15 because I saw 3 15s down in when we did the shop hop in Florida. We went to one of the quilt shops we went to. They had 4 of them.
Oh
Gambles.
man.
And every one of them were the biggest one you can get. And I asked the lady, I said, I know what those are. They're gamels. And she says, yeah, you're right. And you could tell that they had different ages on them because of the way they looked. And I
Yeah.
said, do you run all of them? She says, yes, we do. And she says it's the best investment she ever made was gamel. They're expensive, but they're easy to repair. Within the business, they hardly ever have to call someone out to do something because a lot of the mechanics can be done by the long armor themselves.
oh, cool.
Grant says Jordan Fabrics is in Grants Pass, Oregon. It's easy for me to remember that name.
Thank you.
Okay, see?
It's named after me.
For some reason, I thought they were in Missouri. Sorry.
I buy fabric from them.
I know that. Yeah, I knew. Oh, Oregon. Why did I think Washington?
As
They
someone
must
who
have
lived
talked
in
about
Oregon,
Washington.
I know
maybe
Grants
it's
Pass well.
with them.
I know
Yeah.
Grants Pass extremely well as someone who lived in Oregon.
Yeah.
They're really cool people. And he looks like he's doing all right. I noticed he was wearing I watched a recent video of him cutting. He was cutting through layers. He had thick yardage and he stacked yardage on top of yardage, and then he stripped them down where you go down the fold line, and then he removed half of them because he only wanted to work with one half of them. And he was cutting and then subcutting them, and you could see he had wrist things on his hands to measure. But he has this big
Stability.
metal plate thing that he uses to cut his stuff with. It's so cool.
Yeah, I thought that was ingenious of him to have all of that.
Yeah. Instead of using that electric cutter that, if you don't know how to you don't even want to get me started on that one.
That sounds scary to me. I wouldn't know how to operate it. That sounds scary. That sounds like I would ruin some fabric.
Oh, no, I would.
There's a difference between Fat Quarter Shop and Missouri. Well, there's a difference between Missouri Star with Fat Quarter Shop and with Jordan Fabric. I think they do the same way of cutting when they cut. They don't use that electric thing. And then you got the rest of them cutting it. And when you get fat quarters, they're crooked on one side and crooked on the other side. And when you get ready to straighten it up, you lose at least a half an inch to an inch because of the way they cut it.
23 of us typed the same thing. I agree. Yay, Jaja! Hello.
Hey, Jaja!
He cut fabric for
Hi,
years.
Jaja.
I think they started in the Pasadena area, then moved the company up there. That's so interesting.
Wow. So they started in California.
There's my girl from Washington State. Hi, Jaja.
I think that is so funny. I miss, one of the reasons I miss the Pacific Northwest is for the fall, because they have actual season. We don't. We
Yeah.
have even my backyard has evergreens.
I think I would like to see Washington and go see that big, huge volcano mountainous range. I think that would be so much fun.
Oh, with Mount Helen and stuff.
Mount St. Helens.
Yeah. What's the
Yeah.
bit? Yeah, but there's the big one. What's the
Mount
Olympus?
Rainier.
yeah, Mount Rainier? Yes, I would love to see
Rainier.
that one.
Yeah. Olympic is that's the capital, isn't it?
And there's also
Yeah.
Mount, no, not, that's not Mount Whitney.
There's like 3 mountains in a row side by well, they're not against
No,
each
there's
other.
one
You
on
know
the
what I mean.
California. There's one on the There's a mountain. Is it Baldy? There's a mountain on the California side. There's basically there's giant mountains going up the coast.
Yeah.
Giant mountains. Because on the California Oregon border, there's a stop where it's like a terrace, and you turn, and it looks like a giant mountain, and you feel like you need to take the ring. You need to start walking with your ring to this mountain, because it's just this mountain out in the middle of nowhere. This huge mountain.
I probably seen it. My grandparents took me all over when I went to see them in Seattle because we go for weeks at a time.
Grant knows it's Shasta. Thank you.
No, you haven't, Kilroy.
have
Sorry,
seen
but no, you
Shasta.
haven't.
It's because I used to do a lot of driving between Oregon and California, a lot, and I would always stop on the border of California and Oregon.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I have a feeling that Grant needs to be my chauffeur, and we can take turns driving, Grant, and you can show me all around the West Coast, all the good places.
Oh, Northern California. Northern California is like a postcard. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Never been to Northern California.
Great to see you.
Denise said we loved watching her build a quilt. Her scissors sound, the way she picked up the pile of cut pieces and laid them to the side, then sewing and setting the seams. Yeah, she was special.
Welcome in, Kilroy. Optimistic as always.
Oh, hi, brother.
And Grant is yes, absolutely, Liz. We have the big trees. You guys do, though. You do. I miss the Pacific Northwest. Mount Shasta's in Cal. Thank you. When you're on the border, you turn and you look and you can see it. It's on a clear day. You're like, where did that come from? When you're driving into Oregon, if you drive at night, it's just blackness because you're surrounded by trees. If you drive during the day, you're like, I'm in the forest. But at night, you can't see anything because the trees are blocking the sky.
I really enjoyed going to Yosemite, but let me tell you what, going in and coming back out, I was suffering in the back seat of that truck because it's like this, all the way up the mountain and all the way back down the mountain. And Derek was kicking, the way he was driving that truck, it's like, oh my God, someone else needs to drive the truck.
Mount Rainier is the main attraction that we see every day. The Mount St. Helens is the one that blew up before we had the Olympic National Forest.
Yeah, it blew up a month before my graduation in 1980. I actually have the newspaper clippings from it.
I'm ready. I am ready for a field trip. Reminds me of the schmucks that decide to go to the Grand Canyon. It's a big hole in the ground. There's nothing. Okay, Kilroy, I've been to the Grand Canyon twice. It is breathtaking. It's beautiful, and they have good food.
I'm going. I want to see it someday.
Jordan has perfected ASMR quilting.
Yes.
Oh, Mount Baldy is in SoCal. I do. I get lost on my mountains. That's right, because the Baldy Cam is where all the news channels have the mountain that looks back on LA. In Oregon at night, you think it's water next to you, but it's just dark trees. It's when you're from like down here, you're not used to that. It's weird. It's almost ominous at night when you're driving and you can see the tip of the trees and just this much sky, like literally like that much. And you can kind of see the stars. It's crazy.
That's what it's like when I'm in the mountains in upstate New York. It's like you can, just the highway gets carved out and you can see, but you can't see anything when you're up in the mountains.
I remember those
That's
twisty
pretty.
Have you ever been to Catskills?
Yeah, that's in
Yes.
lower New York State. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've driven through the Catskills quite a few times.
I stayed. I met some friends up there a long time ago, and we stayed on Amber Lake in a cabin, and that
Mhm.
was a beautiful place to stay.
Oh, I bet.
That reminds me of like a Seinfeld skit. Of a skit, like oh yeah, we're going up there. You guys are coming up. Let's go. So
So many
did
deer everywhere.
Idaho is pretty, Shadow Girl. I have a question. You don't like ASMR? I make ASMR videos and I put them on this channel. During the summer, I sit in my backyard and I sew. And
Mhm.
mainly it picks up my wind chimes because they're near the camera.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched one of your videos where you could hear your wind chimes. I didn't know you had such a big fountain.
I built that when I was 12 years old. Masonry is actually one of the first skills I learned from the hold my trowel. Hold this. All right, go get the hose, put water in, get a
Oh,
literally making concrete in a wheelbarrow. I learned at like 6 or 7 years old.
Hey, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to try to put Benjamin to bed.
Okay.
okey-dokey.
Okay.
Idaho is beautiful. I miss it. But yeah, I built that fountain, so it's a weird source. It's a weird source of pride.
Mhm.
Every time I sit in, I'm like, yup. I was 12 years old when this thing was made. Yup, 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 yup. Here, Katie, let me make you big.
No, wait. I see a mistake. So hang
Oh,
in
okay,
there.
no worries.
There's a mistake. Of course there is.
Yes, those are videos of you contemplating how to pull off the next hit. Yes. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Everything in my backyard, the arbor, the concrete walkways, everything I built. Also my brother, because if my brother's watching, he needs credit too, because I was a kid, he was a teenager, so he didn't want to be there. I was there with my overalls, like, let's go. I was still in grade school. I was like, let's go. I don't have anywhere to go. But
And
yeah.
your brother's like, "Stop."
Oh yeah, he hated it. We built all the arbors. We built and that's only one fountain. I have 4 fountains.
You have
Oh.
4 fountains?
Yeah.
Wow. You must love water like I do.
Well, I did up until I don't know if it was 2014, 2015. That's when we had water restrictions.
Yeah.
And I had a neighbor literally call the police on me for using too much water. And the cop came to my house. He couldn't look me in the eye. He was like digging his foot in the ground. He's like, the neighbor called. He couldn't look me in the eye. And I was like, are you kidding me? He said, no, sir. Like, he was embarrassed that he had to come and talk to me about that. Bob has a farm in Idaho. Oh my gosh. I bet it's beautiful.
We have a river that runs from the mouth of the lake that we live on, and it runs all the way down to the harbor. And there's places that you can sit that because the water goes through rocks and stuff, and it makes this sound, and you could sit there for hours just listening and relaxing. It's so cool.
I love that. There, I don't know. It's even at the ranch. Like people will be like, "Who built that?" And I'm like, "I did."
There's a question for me.
I did. Jess, I had the toughest time making the mini X quilt for the show and tell. Was so simple. I could have messed it up. Couldn't have messed it up.
I had the toughest time making the X quilt. This one right here.
X is gonna give it to you. I just had that song
Is that
stuck
the
in my
X's?
head.
Can you put it
Is
up
that
close?
one?
Oh, that looks like fun.
Yeah, let me look that up. I'm actually cutting out the fox right now. So,
Katie, you want to show it?
No. The reason I put it in the video, I did it real quick so I could see if it was right. Now I'm
Yeah.
I'll show it afterwards.
I do that
Sometimes
often.
that's why I did that earlier, because I'm like, I made a mistake. Sometimes the camera shows what you don't see. Yeah, I had a blue square sitting right in the middle where it didn't belong.
You know, as somebody who's traveled from sea to shiny sea. North America is beautiful. And I've gone from Guatemala all the way to Alaska. So
You've been to Guatemala?
to the border, to the border. My cousin, who is from Mexico, would not go to Guatemala because it's one of the most dangerous places on earth. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean when I say that. And this was in the early 2000s, and he's from there, and he told me we're not going. But I've been to the border, and I did this. I touched the sign, so I can say I've been to Guatemala.
Yeah. When I was younger, I wanted to go to Ecuador to see the rainforest.
Well, I had this weird thing of how long is the 5 freeway, and the 5 freeway goes from Argentina to Alaska. Well, that was the hope. There's like one part where it's unbuildable. So basically, I've gone from Guatemala to Fairbanks on the 5.
Yeah.
I've never been to Guatemala.
When I was in my early 20s, I did a lot of traveling, but one summer I spent not a summer. I spent an entire year in Mexico.
Yeah.
That's when I came back. It took me like 2 weeks to learn how to speak English again.
I can imagine.
You like immersion is real. If you sent me to Italy, I'd come back speaking perfect Italian. Like immersion is real because it's sink or swim.
I'm getting where there's times when I use Greenlandic for certain words in the middle of my English on my channel and everything else because I don't even think about it when I'm doing it. Because a lot of times me and Nikolai will talk in Greenlandic we'll talk Greenlandic as far as Katie can go,
Yeah.
and then it's like switch to English.
People do that with me with Spanish, and I speak Spanish fluently, but because I speak English is my first language. Some people think I'm punking them, but also it's my weird pronunciation of things. I pronounce words weird, and so they look at me like, we can speak English. We can speak.
Remember how you used to give me like word of the day last year? Oh, yeah. So it was one time last week, they go, does Twin still give you the word of the day? I was like, no, we don't do that as much anymore. They're like, he needs to bring that back. I'm like, okay, I'll talk to him about bringing the word of the day back.
I will because there are 4th graders watching. And I would just like to say, with love, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and go to bed.
Go to bed.
Yep.
I don't need to deal with you tomorrow morning because you stayed up too late and we have a math test on Friday. They're not watching this. They watch my stuff. They don't watch it.
There's somebody who said they unsubscribed who never unsubscribed.
Oh, that little
one. Their channel. Yes, we know who we're talking about. And because every time I'm scrolling, I'm like, oh, you're still subscribed. Good for you. Don't listen. Don't listen to your teacher. Good for you.
She'll look at me once in a while. She goes, I've watched you really late at night.
Oh.
I was like, girlfriend, you glad I love you.
You know what, though? It has to be weird to a bunch of 4th graders to see their teacher being cool on the internet. I'm serious. Now I have that song in my head. I'm so much cooler online. If you know that song.
No.
I've not heard that song either.
No.
Oh, let me that's from my CMT watching days.
But I purposely have created an YouTube account that I do not subscribe to anybody on so that I can pull that up because I made that mistake last year where I would use my school account, but I would watch, other content on it, like William and I and Katie and like just people. And then I would pull up the YouTube app or the YouTube, browser, and I would start typing and they go, oh, there's you. Oh, and then that's how they knew Twin and everyone else that I hang out with. Yeah.
And it's Brad Paisley. I'm so much cooler online.
Brad Paisley.
Oh, that's a country western singer, isn't it?
Jason
That's why I don't know the song because I don't listen to country music.
Jason Alexander's in the video from Seinfeld.
Except for what's her name? She changed her name because of the name she was using.
Chris Gaines.
No, she changed her name because it was
Peanut butter
offensive.
whiskey. Somebody, I don't know who that would be.
And I can't think of the name of it right. Her name, but she changed her name, and her music. I like quite a bit of her music.
Yeah.
And I'll think of the word in a minute. It was a word that she named her band, and so she went and changed her name.
You know, I'll be in the car and I'll think of something like I'll forget something during the stream, and then I'll be in the car and I'm like, oh, I forgot. Now I remember what I was gonna say. Well, no one's around as I'm driving to work.
I'm like this because a lot of times I don't listen to the person often enough to remember their name.
Thank you, Gilroy. Thank you for the direct approach. You remind me of my dad. I showed some of the people. I showed some of my previous students my writer's Instagram, and they were pretty confused. Their first reaction was priceless. It's weird when you see your teacher has a real life and is a real person.
I know. When I see them at Walmart, I purposely don't even look at them in the eye. I just go and I just keep walking. I don't go shopping in my town because of them. I go literally 30 minutes away in any direction, and I can go grocery shopping, because I won't run into them. I do not go shopping in my hometown.
I don't blame you. It's weird. I grew up literally near my elementary school.
Yeah.
It was weird when you would see the teachers out and about. And because this neighborhood's older, they would live near the school, you know. Some of them.
Especially when they're younger, little kids, they don't think that they just think you exist in school.
It's Lady Antebellum, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I know who Lady Antebellum is.
Beautiful music.
They think that you plug yourself in the broom closet, like in Small Wonder. You just stand in a closet at the school.
That's true. I do have my battery pack. I am getting low. I am like the Energizer Bunny. I keep going and going.
But if you think about it, I can see. You know what? Also, you're the star in their life. You know, you're that one adult they see every day. You're their television.
I'm in and out. I see them. Sometimes I see them more than their parents do.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. That was so good. Oh, my heart's just right there.
I see my students at Fred Meyer's, and they got so confused. They kind of like tiptoe up to me like, teacher, oh my God, I love Small Wonder. I'm telling you. Oh, and Liz, it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Go find it. Small Wonder. It's on YouTube.
I'm a small wonder.
Oh, no. Very exciting young girl. She's a small wonder. I would fall asleep to it. I would wake up singing that song. You know, subliminal messages are real. I fall asleep to Doctor Who. When I hear that theme song, I stop what I'm doing. I'm not kidding you.
What's funny is when Jess tells you that she wakes up thinking she was in someone's house sewing with me and someone else.
So I woke up Saturday morning and Sean and Katie were on, and I put them on, and then I fell asleep with the phone on my chest and I could hear Sean and Katie. I could still hear them. And all of a sudden in my dreams, all three of us were sitting at this huge table and we're all sewing together.
I'm like, I love that.
You know what? I will never. Nope.
And then I end up texting Katie later and telling her
She
that.
did.
Oh
my God, wouldn't that be the coolest thing ever, though?
I will never judge you for dreams ever. I always have a dream where I'm in my grandparents' living room. Yeah. I don't know why. That's like the entry point of my dreams. So I don't judge anyone. Do you know what, Denise? The movie Mr. Goodbar scarred me as a child.
Who?
I think it's Diane Cannon. Mr. Goodbar. It's not. Don't watch it.
I've not seen it. Apparently,
it's a that movie.
Is it a horror movie?
No, Yeah, it's about a woman who just goes from bar to bar.
Yeah.
Oh,
A few months ago, I went on a Small Wonder marathon. I started watching that in Benson.
I've
I
never seen
make no
Small
secret
Wonder.
that I make no secret that I really am not into politics, so I don't participate. I don't watch it on TV. So I go looking for stuff to watch while I'm sewing. And I'm a real life insomniac, so I'm up at night. And now I just
I
have the Small
stumbled
Wonder
onto
TV
your
on.
waterfall video because I was watching. I watched a short you posted, and then because I was sewing and was just listening, it took me to the video, and I'm like, look at that freaking water feature he built. I'm like, oh my goodness. And you can hear the chimes singing, and I'm like, oh, I'm in love.
It is the call out of it's the call out of the people, William. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Oh, it's the call of our people. Absolutely. It is. Are you kidding me? Um, Doctor Who. Have you ever watched something that it's coming and it still makes you cry?
Depends on the movie.
Maybe.
Doctor Who makes me cry. I own a million DVDs. I don't have them all. They're all out of order. I have different doctors. It's all over the place. But there are certain episodes I know it's coming and it makes me cry.
My
Mm.
first husband liked watching Doctor Who.
And I'm just like, I can't believe it's still making me cry 15 years later. Like so Doctor Who grabs me. It does.
Insert TARDIS emoji.
Speaking of TARDIS, hint, hint.
I have to. Okay, I'm gonna get my
We
son's
talked about this
weightlifting belt.
yesterday.
I'll tie a rope and suspend myself
Where's
from
that
the
TARDIS you've been talking about?
Katie, when I said I'm inviting Katie tomorrow, and he goes, okay, and I go, she's going to ask about the TARDIS. He says,
You
we'll
have to
tie a rope to her
Nikolai to
ankle.
see it.
We'll tie
So
a
you
rope to
know
her ankle and let her go. And then when she rings the bell, we'll have to pull her back up.
Yeah. You know what he went and did? So he
What?
calls me and he says, I'm going to go up to, he had me move money for one thing. And then he says, I'm going to go up Lego shopping. And I'm like, well, I figured you would. You're in Nuke. And he says, well, I'm going to stop at Bruce's first, see if they have any Legos. And I said, okay. So he went in there and he sends me these pictures, and they're all of botanical. They're Legos botanicals.
Oh wow!
And he said, which one do you want? And I'm looking at all of them, and I'm like, I'm supposed to pick one of those? So I picked one. But anyway, when he called me yesterday to tell me the bad news, he says, by the way, I bought you the flowers. I said, I figured you did. He says, no, I bought you 2 different sets of flowers. And I'm like, well, what was the other set? He said he bought me the Pretty in Pink flower Lego set, and he bought me real flowers to bring home to me in a bouquet.
Oh, Katie.
It's been so long since he's brought home real flowers because, usually he travels a different way and stuff.
Yeah.
So when he said that, I'm like, oh, honey.
Yeah.
And that's not all he found. He also found me a bottle of Moscato to bring home, too. He went and bought me a bottle of that while he was at it because I love Moscato.
Every time I watch the library episode, for me, it's the Doctor, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Every time the plane lands on the lawn, my face is just, I'm like puffy. Oh, the Christmas episode with Peter Capaldi. The first time I saw it, I was full in real life, like crying.
It's funny you bring that up. Did you see that there's going to be a 5-parter series of the Lion in the Wardrobe or whatever it's called?
The Witch Lion in the Wardrobe?
No, I haven't.
They're doing a remake, and it's going to have it's going to be a 5-parter movie set or something like that. It's not going to be on TV or nothing. It'll be in the cinema, and I forget who the.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to find the link for that so you guys can read it. But yeah, that came across the movie thing 2 days ago.
Oh, that sounds cool. Yes, yes, and yes.
I read those books as a kid before I saw any movie.
I've never read them.
I'm obsessed with the lore.
I want a new Star Wars. Oh, and the other thing is, William, there's definitely going to be a new Star Wars trilogy too, and
Awesome.
it's going to be with dang it, the original, not Steven Spielberg, the other guy.
George Lucas.
George Lucas is going to be playing a part in the three-parter.
Oh wow.
He's going to be helping with it.
Hopefully they don't bring Jar Jar Binks back. I'm kidding.
There's so many people not like Jar Jar.
Well, Jar Jar Binks, the first episode, the Gungans were kind of a stereotype. And then in the second movie and third, he became a senator. He became like a politician and they made him all serious.
Yeah, and that's what took the fun out of it because they turned him into a politician.
Well, people made so much fun of Jar Jar Binks, they literally changed the character in the next movie. In modern times, back in the day, people cared about critics. There would be one or two critics. Remember Siskel and Ebert? You know, people would have opinions. There was food critics, but now because of the internet, if you get a certain amount of outrage or backlash, people change things. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
I don't think they should change anything just because people don't like it. I mean, come on, man.
So now they quit making a billion comic book movies and they're going to make a billion Star Wars movies? Yes.
I'm excited about the fact that the Mandalorian's got a movie finally coming out. And I'm like, I sure wish I was in the United States this month because I would be over there watching it.
It's all about
it's in May, I think. I think it hits the theaters in May. Which means I'm going to have a very long wait.
It's all about licensing, Kilroy. Like Star Trek, is a Paramount product, a CBS product. And so they licensed to Alex Kirkman. I think I'm saying his name wrong, but that's where all these new shows are coming from in their licensed product of. And so they will never stop making Star Wars, Star Trek, anything they can get their hands on to make money off. People like me who will watch it. They could literally put a cardboard cutout in a starship floating around the universe, and I would watch it.
That makes two of us. I would watch it. I feel like we're in a sci-fi drought right now of the right kind of sci-fi. I saw that there's some new sci-fi coming out, but when I watched the trailers, I'm like, these just look like a bunch of scary movies that are killing people off left and right.
Have you seen Starfleet Academy?
No, I can't watch it because it's on Paramount. And I don't have access to Paramount over here.
It's caused a lot of controversy. I watch it. It's not for my age group. It's for people 15 to 20 years younger than me, and I still watch it.
Yeah, I would watch it because I think it would be fun.
It's not about licensing. It's about Hollywood not being willing to make anything that has anything new in it. I agree with that too.
There's a new sci-fi movie coming out. And I can't remember the name of it. And I watched the trailer and I'm like, well, this doesn't look like fun to me at all.
Because I grew up watching black and whites, I caught every single remake. Like in the 90s, I'll never forget when they remade the Poseidon Adventure. I was like, wait a minute, I've already seen this movie. And that was literally the beginning of the end. Because at that point, everything became a remake.
Did a good job. The filming itself, the remake Poseidon Adventure, I thought it was pretty decent. The acting might not have been so, but or some of the storyline might not have worked. But the filming of the actual sinking of it, that was interesting.
You know, I'm Hollywood, so I own the movie. For as much as I'm sitting up here and saying that was
I got it. I got both of them.
That's what I'm saying. Me too. So, but it was like, and then the problem is that sells more than an original movie that will kind of get lost because people are making original movies, but the money's not there for them, and so they get lost in the fray.
Yeah,
I'm waiting to see what Henry Cavill does with the Highlander series.
There's a fair amount of game shows coming out during primetime TV, and now that's okay with me. And that's going back to the to the 40s, 50s, and 60s because
Yeah.
original television had it was cop shows, game shows, and the news. Oh, and
Mhm.
ambulance shows
Yeah.
and cowboys.
Oh, and creature features on Friday night so you can watch Godzilla.
I still watch that, and I have I think over 300 Grindhouse movies. Those bad movies from the 70s. I own hundreds of them, and not individually. I would buy like basically people like Rob Zombie and Quentin Tarantino started re-releasing these, and they would re-release 20 at a time.
Oh, okay.
So I would go
I
buy those
wasn't
box
much
sets.
of a Quentin Tarantino kind of person. I didn't care for his movies.
I quote Pulp Fiction almost 2 or 3 times a day.
I have never seen that one.
I like it. Not all movies are. There's a lot of movies that I watch. I'm like, oh, this is not for me. I will turn it off in the first 15 minutes. So not every. It's. I have a weird sense of humor.
I've definitely been thinking about buying some John Travolta movies because he's in Pulp Fiction. But there was other movies I saw that he was in, and I'm like, how come I never saw that movie? And there must have been some reason why I didn't see it. Maybe at the time I didn't like the movie trailer or something about it. I don't know.
Have you ever seen the movie?
But now I'm curious and want to watch it and see what it was I didn't like about it.
Have you ever seen the movie? I think it's called Michael.
No.
What is it called?
Michael.
Is that about an angel?
Yes.
I think I might have. Who was the actor in it?
John Travolta.
Yes, I've seen Michael. I have seen that one.
But are you confusing it with Phenomenon when he gets hit by a bolt of lightning or something and he knows everything?
No, I saw Michael because they're out in the middle of someplace BFE, I remember that movie. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I do that with Billy Crystal movies. I think Billy Crystal is hilarious, so I collect a lot of his movies. And and every once in a while, I'm like, I've never seen this movie, so you never know. That's why, no one ever gets my City Slickers reference. But then I came to my job wearing
that's right. He did City Slickers. I forgot about that movie.
I came to my job wearing a Mets hat. Every single person at my job got the reference. I had a flannel shirt on, cowboy hat with the gloves. Everyone was like, City Slickers. They were clapping. They're like, we know this one, William. Thank you for not wearing tweed today. We know this one. You're cosplaying as Billy Crystal today.
Yes. No, me.
I am impromptu making this quilt coat that I've been wolfing about for a while. And now I have to figure out the front parts, but it's going to be amazing once I figure out the arm.
Yeah. It'd be really cool if we could find that red that's on the quilt. I think the quilt would look really amazing with red sleeves like that. But I don't know if we could find that fabric.
I don't
know how old the quilt is.
Red, huh? Cosplaying as Easy E, more like it. If I had hair, I wish I had hair. I miss having hair. I walk around with a picture of me having hair. My son asked me the other day, he's like, how come we're bald? I said, son, it's genetic. Genetics is a lottery.
Welcome to our lives. This is what we're meant to be.
Okay, I have to pay attention for this one. So the code, I want the sailboats to be up.
Yes.
So I got to pay attention.
Oh, that's so pretty.
That red definitely is dark, though, isn't it?
It is, but it'll be fine because, that's one of, 100?
One of 100.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll go well.
I don't know if you saw the other three. Do you want to see the other three?
I refuse to wear spray can hair. Gilroy, I will never spray can my head. Billy was perfect in soap. Still on TV here. That is still on TV here in LA.
So this is the first one.
Mm-hmm. See, in that red that you have on in that one now, it will pull from that one too. So
yeah. And that's a yellow. And it's weird. This camera is not it. The camera makes it look bleached out. It's really vibrant, actually.
Yeah.
And then this is the next one. This is the one that really has an interesting look to it. It's called Baby Bird.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is pretty.
And then this one's called this one's called Split 9 Patch.
Oh yeah. That's beautiful.
Oh, I like that.
It's definitely going to be there's going to be 100 colors in this quilt, Jess.
Yeah. That's great.
100, at least I'm thinking it's going to be more over it, because I've already started doing the square and a square, which is the second border, and you have to have 100 of those, and I'm making sure that every one of them has a different color.
Oh, that's perfect.
So there'll be 101 on just the border, and then I figure by the time I do all the additional stuff, it's going to probably be way more than that. I just hope everybody likes this dark navy blue I'm using.
What containers do you use to store your blocks in when you finish?
Well, I finally got my project bags because I'm running out of plastic containers.
Yeah.
So I think they'll be fine in this.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I ordered a whole bunch of these so I could put and then I could just stick them in one big plastic tote box, because I have a big one, and I could just lay them in there flat.
Yeah, on your live, you talked about the 3 sizes, right? You got 3 different sizes of them.
I did, yeah. There was this size, and
looks like a sword to me. Okay, Jaja, I do the same thing. Every time I see a block, I'm like, my brain is seeing something different. Maybe it's me. I am the same way.
Yeah, when you guys give me the puzzled look, just ask me what I really made, and then I can help you out. It's supposed to be. Oh me, yes.
I'm getting all kinds of idea. I might cut this red out and incorporate it in the arms.
Yeah.
Because it stops right at the border. And so waste not, want not.
Mm.
So I'm definitely going to incorporate this red. We'll see how it looks.
So, Jaja, I'm thinking these are going to be the fabrics for that plus cross quilt. So I'm going to use those, and then and I'm just going to use a solid black for my stitch and flips. So we'll pull it all out that way. I love as I'm looking at that quilt, how it's like this block flows into this block, that flows into this block. And so it just, all the fabrics are intertwined with each other, which is amazing and beautiful. So
there's one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I must
putting
put
that
the
together.
ones in somewhere else. Wait, hang on a minute. Yeah, there's this size.
Yeah.
This size, and then there's a bigger one, and I don't know where I put them at because I put them out of the way. There's one even bigger than this one.
Yeah.
It could hold like 12-inch or I think up to 15-inch blocks maybe.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Jaja.
And they
Katie says, I declare quilt bankruptcy on UFO today. Didn't like the colors or the pattern. After a year, I said no more. Empty project box now. I do that. There's things I've walked away and come back so many times. It's like James Brown and his cape.
Yeah.
I have walked away, come back, walked away.
Katie, do you ever post, let's say it's a UFO and you have everything cut out and everything. Do you ever post it hey, does anyone
Ugh.
want to finish this quilt?
I
Like, I
have
don't
some. I have some UFOs, and I've been thinking about. I haven't talked about it exactly, but I was thinking
Yeah.
I have pulled out 3 UFOs right now. One of them is a red, white, and blue. Actually,
Yeah.
there are 2 of them in that same box. 2 open UFO or works in progress, whichever you want to call it. I'm kind of. I started out with one of them was because I traded blocks, and I got stuck because there's this truck in the middle of all these. I think you saw the truck, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what to do with that truck. But I think what I'll do is I'm gonna put the truck on the back because it just doesn't fit with the rest of everything else. And I'll just make another block to go in its place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, I showed you how I was designing the things that go in between each of the blocks. So it's going to be an interesting quilt.
Yeah.
The other one is from Fat Quarter Shop's a book I have of hers. She was doing stars something among stars again. I think is what it was called. And this was before the thing with my room. And I was on a roll actually, and I was sewing them. I was sewing 2 sets of the same blocks for this thing because I was going to make one for my daughter and keep one for myself. And now I'm thinking I'll just make one for my daughter, keep the one that I traded the blocks with because I'm actually designing that myself. Everything outside of the blocks are designed by whoever sewed them, but the actual quilt design is mine. And so I think I'll keep that one. And then I want to send Kristen's somewhere so it can be a quilt of valor for her. Because she's served.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how that works. I don't know if I have to make it a certain size before it can be given to her as a quilt of valor. I don't know.
Yeah, quilt of valors are a certain size. I think they're like 60 by 80 or something like that.
Yeah, and I have bought some. I'll have to find the notebook I have them stuck in, but I bought some iron-on applique that has the U.S. Navy on it. It's the whole emblem of the U.S. Navy, and I'm gonna put it on the back of her quilt.
Oh, that's
I wish I could find the one that said. I wish I could find one that says the USS George Washington because she served on that aircraft carrier and she served in Japan for 4 years, and that's what she was on. She was a engineer. She worked in the steam department.
Okay.
Engineering. That's what she did.
Hey, that's amazing. The stamina for those jobs too. I can't imagine. I am definitely not cut out for that world.
Yeah. Well, a cool thing happened. Every squadron or whatever they're called, they're stationed in different parts of the world, and but every so often they spend about 18 months at sea doing maneuvers with other military thing, and you don't know where they are because they're not allowed to say. And you don't hear anything for 18 months, and it's freaky when you don't get to hear from your daughter. There's no letters, there's no nothing because they're out doing military exercises. And I don't know exactly how it came about, but I was on a group for other Navy moms. That's how I came to know some of the Navy moms and who are still on my Facebook actually. And I got contacted by the Jacksonville radio station. One of the radio stations was a rock station, I think. And they said, we understand that your daughter is in the Navy and she's on the George Washington and they're out on maneuvers for 18 months. I said, yeah, but how did you know that? Well, we have ways of finding these things out. I'm like, okay, whatever. And he says, the reason we're calling is, would you like to talk to your daughter live on our radio station while they're out in the middle of nowhere? Because we didn't know where they were. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you for real? Or is this a joke? He says, no, it's not a joke. Would you like to come to Jacksonville and get on our radio station and talk to your daughter for 5 minutes? And I said, yes. It was the coolest experience because, she couldn't say where she was at. She couldn't say what was going on, none of that stuff. But we got to say hello to each other and say I love you to each other. And tell each other how much we missed each other, because we really didn't know where she was at, and it was a really memorable experience between the two of us. And the fact that the radio station did it was even cooler. It just, I mean, I was a random person they picked.
Yeah.
Just someone random. It could have been another mom and her child,
Mhm.
But it was
Amazing.
a tearjerker. It's already got tears in my eyes just thinking about it. It just was a really cool experience. When she was there in Japan. The reason that we got married when we did is because Kristen told me, see, I think that earthquake happened. It was either late 2010 or early 2011 when that earthquake happened in Japan, and they were in port when that happened.
Oh, wow.
And so they had to send all the ships out to sea to avoid the tsunami. And so she was supposed to come home in June of 2011, and that was what me and Nikolai were going to do. We were going to wait till June of 2011 to get married. And then she calls me on the phone and she says, Mom, I'm not coming home when I'm supposed to because of the earthquake, and we're going to be helping aid the Japanese people.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we're not coming home when we were supposed to come home. I said, okay. And when I told Nikolai's like, well, I don't want to wait anymore. He didn't want to wait. And so, but we didn't say any more about it. And then when I came for my first visit over here, after the Christmas thing, he sat down and he says, you're not going home until we get married. And I'm like, what are you saying? He says, I've already got everything lined up. I got the mayor lined up. I got everybody coming over to the house. All you have to say is you're okay with it. I'm like, okay. But I didn't have a wedding dress. I didn't have nothing.
And I'm like, anytime anyone ever says the mayor, I picture somebody come with a top hat and a cane, like a mayor from 1876 or something,
Yeah, you know what? When he come over to marry us, he spends like 5 minutes telling us, do you understand what it means to get married and how you're supposed to do this and how you're supposed to do that? And I'm thinking, I'm 40, I think I was 44 or 46, I don't remember. And I'm like, he's telling me all this. But I realized he meant well by what he was doing. He was explaining, marriage is not to be trifled with. Yeah. And then he, and he did it in English, which was pretty impressive because, they don't, the barrier there. And so it was half Greenlandic, half English, and he married both of us right here in this house. Right here in this spot I'm sitting in, literally.
Yes. I love that.
I had to go parent.
Yeah.
It's been a day.
Whose colors were Easter eggy and solid, Katie?
She has a quilt that she was working on that she gave up on. It wasn't bringing her joy.
Every time that your line comes into my head now when I'm doing something, I'm like, does this bring me joy as I'm grinding my teeth? Am I going to finish this as I'm shoving it in my UFO pile, like literally with my foot?
Yes.
Man, there are so many half square triangles in the next few blocks of this book.
Yeah.
But then there's diamonds in a square that's going to possess like 40. Let me see. Let me count how many blocks it's going to have a square in a square. They're calling it diamonds in a square. 1, 2.
I'm glad it brings you joy, William.
You know what? I don't know what it brings me. I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah.
It keeps me busy, I guess.
Yes, I understand. It's really hard to do things when if you get burnt out by something, or it's just really hard.
Are going to have squares in them.
Mine is always condition of everything else around me, or how frustrated. It's weird. I can sew when I'm frustrated sometimes, and when I'm really frustrated, I can't sew. Because I'm blind. I'm like, So it's one of those weird things.
You know what's bugging me right now? You should see the top of my sewing desk right this minute. It is utter a hot flipping mess. There is there's paper from paper piecing. I mean, there's just this chaos on my desk, and I'm like, I don't even know what to do with it.
Oh,
I'm going to get a garbage bag. Be right back.
Yeah. Oh, I hear a little bit crying out in the hallway. But ignore him for a minute.
Oh, you better let Cleophas in. He is knocking.
He doesn't know how to knock. You're right.
That's my little brother Cleophas.
Oh, is the cat kicked out of the sewing room? Uh-oh. Cynthia disappeared.
I know, Cynthia.
So now the poker's picking on her.
She fell into the void. Okay. I have to measure this again before I cut, just to make sure I'm doing this right.
Hold on. Hold on. Uncle William wants to see you for a second.
Hello, Cleophas.
He's getting big.
Oh, hello, Cleophas. Hello. You're humongous.
Yes. He's doing so well. He just loves to be hugged and cuddled. He's a total man cat. All right, go to the bathroom. I know what you really want to do. Probably go to eat.
Kilroy says Will's sewing room was a Victorian London slum back then.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, it was. If she thinks there's a hot mess, she should have looked at Will's streams. She has. She has seen my old streams.
Yes, I have. Or, okay, whoever. Both of us seen some of it.
Yeah, I've. Oh, hey, baby. What?
I need to
see. I'm at 2 years right now, Kilroy. Like November of 2023. That's where I am. Almost in December. It's Thanksgiving in your world back then. And you were talking about stuffing a chicken.
Which was a family tradition up until this year. Up until Grandma didn't go anywhere for this is the first year in 6 years we spent Thanksgiving together.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go up.
What's that?
I think I'm gonna go up to the hotel and talk to the manager because Nikolai and I have a birthday this month, and so we'll probably go eat at the hotel. But I want to make an Italian cream cake and take it up there with us, then whatever's left of the Italian cream cake, share it with the staff.
Yeah, they would love that
because it's a very rich cake, and I haven't made it in a long time, so it's going to be definitely alarm bells on our taste buds because we haven't had it sweet stuff in so long.
Oh, it's going to be delicious.
Oh, it is. Just thinking about it.
I've had, I think, one taste of Italian cream cake in my day.
It's the cake has been passed down through 5 generations of my on my mom's side.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've passed it to my kids, so it's their job to pass it to their kids.
Exactly. Perfect.
And I hope they do. What's
I don't know if I've ever.
What's that there?
I don't know if I've ever had Italian cream cake.
Oh, there's no. Do you like carrot cake?
Yes.
It's better than carrot cake.
I love a carrot cake.
I like carrot cake too, but that is better than a carrot cake.
You gotta be careful. Carrot cake. I take carrot cake serious, Katie. I'm kidding. No, I will eat you. I've said 1,000,000 times, I'll eat gas station carrot cake. I love carrot cake. I don't care where it comes from, a factory, someone's grandma's house. I don't care. I love that stuff.
I like the fact that they use cream cheese on the carrot cake frosting. It makes it yummy.
I was
Yes.
obsessed with red velvet for a while, and it always came with cream cheese frosting.
I have never had red velvet cake.
Katie.
Seriously, I haven't. And I don't know
Uh,
why I've never tried it. Maybe I thought maybe because it was red, there was something wrong with it. Who knows?
oh.
See, with Italian cream cake, I wouldn't eat it as a kid because
Uh-huh.
I didn't like the coconut in it. And because Italian cream cake generally comes with coconut in it. And when I
Oh.
became an adult and got out on my own, one day I said, Mom, can I have the recipe? She says, You're going to make that cake? I thought you didn't like that cake. I said, I'm going to make that cake without the coconut in it and see what happens. I made it without the coconut and realized I was missing out on the best thing in my life.
Yeah.
That's all I needed to do was just take the coconut out of it.
Gilroy says you'll eat everything at the gas station, including the gas. If they put sugar in it, sure.
Sugar, sugar. Dun, 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 dun,
Eat some
dun.
tiramisu from Sam's Club.
Mm,
I
love.
went through
Mm-hmm.
all that tiramisu phase, a moose tracks phase, a ribbon. What was it? Marbled fudge.
Mm.
All of that.
Man, marble
Yes,
fudge.
sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
bring it.
I worked at a Baskin Robbins, and for anyone who doesn't know, it's 31 flavors. It's basically they pride themselves. Oh, we had 31 flavors.
Yep, give me
Yeah.
some of that too, because I'll walk out of there with chocolate ice cream in one cone and wine sherbet in the other side.
I worked at a Togo's for, well, it was like a combination of a sandwich shop and a Baskin Robbins for almost 2 or 3 years. I did not like ice cream after working there. I only eat vanilla and chocolate now. Oh, that reminds me, I have Oreo dips. What are those things called? What are those things that you get, Jess? Drumsticks.
Oh,
Oh, the
yeah.
drumsticks. Yep.
I have an Oreo version of that in my fridge.
I'm
That's
coming
like
over
when you
with
worked
the
at Pizza Hut for 2 years. You no longer eat Pizza Hut pizza.
Exactly. It's one of those things. I had my fill of every kind of ice cream you could possibly think of
Yeah.
from here to the moon. I don't explore. I don't. I love chocolate and vanilla though. If you give me either, I'll quit talking. I'm serious. If you had a soft serve machine, I'd be like, I will shut up now as I'm making my soft serve.
Give me a chocolate.
Aren't you wanting a self-serve machine in your house?
I don't know if I'm ready for that life because I'll gain 50 pounds just on the jump.
Yeah.
Then I really will be wearing hockey jerseys every day because those will be the only things that fit. I know I'm getting goes to Sam's Club. He'd have to have 10 deep free. Okay, Kilroy, I don't. And the funny thing is, I talked about this last live stream. I have a membership because of my job, and I don't go for this very reason. Every time I go to Costco's, I come home with a year's supply of toilet paper, 6 plungers, tire
No.
chains for my tires. I go crazy at Costco.
Wow.
And I got rid of my big freezer.
Oh,
I finally got my son to buy a small freezer, so now I'm going to call a meat market in Carrollton and find out how much their meat costs, and I am going to buy him a month's supply of meat to put in his little freezer.
oh, that's wonderful.
Do you know what he had in his freezer?
Pizza.
He only gets $200 a month for SNAP.
Okay.
So because he used to get 500, now it's down to 200 because he's got a job that pays him $12 an hour that's not a living wage. And when I asked to see what was in his freezer, he had 2 pizzas and about 8 packs of ground beef, and that's all he had in his freezer. He didn't have anything else. And I said, how long has this been like this way? A couple months, Mom. And I said, you haven't said that you need a little help with meat? Mom, meat is so expensive. $200 don't hardly go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to fill his freezer up with meat.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
I went to the grocery store today and it was like, the prices are just insane. I don't even want to look at the receipt.
Well, I found a local butcher meat market kind of company, and I'm gonna call them on the phone and tell them what I want them to do. I want him to have a couple whole chickens. I want him to have some cut up chicken, some chicken wings,
Yeah.
chicken legs, chicken thighs, couple of chuck roast, a couple pork tenderloin roast,
Yeah.
and a couple of steaks because he works hard.
Yeah.
So I'm actually shocked that I did this properly and lined it up. I did this all by eyeball. And usually when I stream, I either cut something backwards or make a mistake. So I'm actually thoroughly impressed with myself right now
Hey, baby.
that I cut this out without making a mistake. So that's the front. That's one of the fronts. That'll be this side.
Ooh, Cleophas approves. He's purring.
And for the record, Kilroy, I actually got rid of my deep freezer because it was old school and it was pulling too much power.
He bought
I
a little.
I had a deep freezer once upon a time.
I couldn't live stream in here. I had to choose either to have a sewing studio or my deep freezer, and I chose to have a sewing studio.
Yeah. You can't get on the table, boo boo.
But it was old and antiquated, anyways.
Mm-hmm. I have a stand up. I have a stand up freezer now, and it can change into a refrigerator. So I just have it in
Wow.
freezer mode right now. But I'm probably about 2 months away from taking everything out of it and cleaning it all out and I defrost it right before summer hits and get it all cleaned and the back and everything so it's efficient during the summertime when it's really hot out there. So,
Ugh. You're reminding me of what happens here during the summer.
yeah. Well, you're already in heat. It's over 80 degrees there now almost every day.
Yes, I am. Let me do the hungry
So
eye.
you're very warm.
Hungry eye. Yeah, I'm in heat. Hungry eye. Come on, you know that song. That was like when I was a kid, there'd be someone with a trucker hat smoking a cigarette. Give her the hungry eye. It just makes me hungry eyes. Just makes me think of this song.
Oh, that's by I know that song, and if I think of it, I know who the singer is. Hungry eyes. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I know who it is.
Just
Now I
really bad advice we used to give each other.
Yes.
Just terrible advice.
Oh.
Y'all are going to see Thomas on one of my lives this month. He wants to learn how to go live for gaming. And I told him the best way to learn how to go live is to get your feet wet first and not try to do anything fantastic. So I said, how about you and Nikolai do a Lego challenge? And I just did the hosting so he can get used to how all the live part works. And so my son's very introverted, so it's going to be interesting to see whether he even talks. And I'm like, you got to talk, right? Yeah, I know, Mom. So are you going to be like a deer in headlights? So
I love it how Kilroy doesn't think you're a fork or a spooner.
your hungry eye doesn't have any forks or spoons. Wow.
Now I just have that song stuck in my head. Why did I do that?
He also says, get a block and salt it and bury it. Bury it.
You know,
sorry.
whenever I think of a salt lick, I think of the rookie job that we give people. All right, go give salt to all the horses. Here. And they look at you like you're crazy. Like, here.
Do you get like the big buckets or the blocks?
We get blocks. We get everything industrial, but we
Yeah.
just like that's actually part of my job because we have to warehouse everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
Those
so
blocks are more efficient.
everything kind of like has a weird place. So it's weird because I'll mess with those blocks, and then on the same day, I'm messing with beams because we're gonna put up a building. And so literal steel beams, checking the tonsil strength, and yada yada yada. So my job is strange, or I'm teaching someone to do what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
My job's all over the place.
Well, I was thinking if you got the buckets, like I'm not saying change or anything like that, you could use those when you're planting in your backyard.
I got a speech this morning not to not use my Tide buckets
No.
because of all the detergent and dye and all that
Yeah.
stuff that seeps into the plastic.
It could potentially. Yeah. I don't know if I would use a Tide bucket,
That was
but
literally the first 45 minutes of my morning. I even shouldn't have said it. They asked, like, someone asked me, they're like, we were in the office and they're like, you're going to start planning. I said, I have to get off my duff and do it. And then they're like, what are you going to use? I said, my Tide buckets. And it was like a record, someone scratched a needle on a record.
Oh, bet it was.
Well, I'm sitting there with farmers and they're like, you're crazy. You're crazy.
You probably got this. What?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Mona, how's it going?
Hi, Mona.
Hey, Mona. She's going to come. I think she's going to join me on my live tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Or today. I forget. It's already today. Not today, y'all's time. I'm in the future right now.
How's it looking?
Well, right now the weather is behaving itself, but Nikolai said it was snowing in Nuke, so I'm a little alarmed.
Yeah,
because that means they might not get off the ground.
That's just absolutely crazy. You didn't have any snow up until now.
I know, isn't that crazy? That's what I said. I'm like, it got me started. I'm like, it's SOB, only I'm not going to use the real word, okay? I went SOB. I look out the window and I'm like, oh, no. Because I could hear the wind and I didn't think anything about it. And then when I looked out the window, I'm like, oh my God, they're definitely not going to fly because they can't see nothing in front of their face.
Yeah.
Every time, it's a cliche, but in the past couple of years, every time I wash my car, it rains.
No, isn't that funny? Like you could have just waited till it rained and wash your car while it's raining, right?
Exactly. That's like
save on water.
Every time it rains, I'm like, oh, my trucks are getting washed.
Yep.
It's this bad. I don't know. I am the worst divining rod of all time.
And that's why I was telling everybody, they would say, well, he'll come home Tuesday. I said, he's at the graces of Mama Nature. That's the only thing I can say about it, because leave it up to be, because Greenland is weird, it's beautiful and it's lovely and I love it to death, but the weather is a pain in the butt.
Kilroy, I'm not a dancer. I'm the dancer. I'm the premier dancer. I'm on the billboard. They have signs of me on the highway. You drive 50 miles and come see someone. Come see someone at the beef.
Dre says, Katie, son
of a beagle. Okay, I'm not kidding you. I stole this from Stargate, and I taught myself to say it, and I've said it in situations. Instead of saying mother trucker or other things, I say holy smoke Bullwinkle. It works every time. I got that from Jack O'Neill, Stargate, circa 1990. I can't remember, but when I like you could jump scare me, and I will literally say holy smokes Bullwinkle.
The kids come home one time and they were saying snap, and I said it was oh snap or it was snap, and I'm like, what does snap mean? Because in the dictionary we all know what snap means. And
I know exactly what era you're talking about.
And Kristen says it's just a way to keep from saying the S word. I said, so basically you're just using a word that means shit.
Yeah.
It's like too funny. And you will not get knocked off for me saying that word.
I know. I was a trucker potty mouth until my son. It was just my son and I. And
Yeah.
then I all of a sudden I had this 2-year old recorder. I like literally your kids look at you, they are on record. And
Yeah.
I stopped cursing. I'm not kidding you. I just stopped cursing. And I've hit my finger and I'm like, fart. I'll scream. I was like,
Or they'd come in and says, "Mom, you got to put a quarter in the jar because you said a bad word." I'm like, and usually it would be the D word or the S word, you know. And I'm like, really, you're going to quarter me because I said those two words when they hardly mean anything?
but as the years have gone on, I'm a little bit more loose with it. But I don't think little kids should curse, so I didn't in any way, shape, or
Yeah,
form at all.
that's total sense. Yeah,
I think it's wrong. And
yeah,
some people think it's cute. I don't.
I don't either.
Me neither.
I don't think kids should cuss.
And so because of that, I really cleaned up my potty mouth. Oh, we used to call my son the hall monitor because he'd be like, "You're a potty mouth," and he'd shame you if you said a bad word. You just reminded me I should wash my car so it can rain. No, for real. Every time I was thinking about washing my car, and the clouds came over today. Like, if you wash it, we will pour.
That's too funny.
I take it as a threat when there's clouds overhead.
Well, I missed out on seeing the. Did anyone see the lunar eclipse by any chance? I missed out
did
because
not.
we had a blizzard going on.
Cloudy.
I saw a few pictures on my Facebook where somebody had gotten some pictures of it.
Yeah.
I thought I was
We
going to
had-
time it. I thought I was going to time it perfectly, but I was taking a shower getting ready for work.
We're going to have a solar eclipse in August.
Something like that, yeah.
It's supposed to be a full. I think it's supposed to be a full one, and we're actually here in Greenland might be able to see it because we're still going to be on the many hours of sunlight.
Mm-hmm. Well, that'll be cool.
Because you're so north, you get more sunshine than we do. When I lived in Oregon, I didn't understand why nobody was freaking out why the sun was out at 10 o'clock at night.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be up to 22 hours by June the 21st. And Katie won't be sleeping as much because of it.
We had a blood moon thing, but it's too cloudy here. Technically, we have a blood moon though almost every night because of all the particulates and crud in the air.
Yeah.
And so because of all the junk in the atmosphere, it's almost like pumpkin orange.
Wow.
I thought it was at night, not early in the wee morning. Oh, it was early, but I was getting ready for work. I thought I could time it, but I missed it. Everybody was talking about it at my work.
Yeah, I missed it because we had a blizzard going on. Because I was going to be up and outside looking at it. Because it was supposed to be, we could see it here around 6 a.m. Because we're still dark at 6 a.m. here. We probably will start not having darkness at 6 a.m. in another maybe 3 months, maybe something like that. Because we're up to 10 hours of daylight right now. Meow meow.
Thank you, Denise. Thank you.
You should have already been at work. It was 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. in this area.
She's part of the labor board, William. Watch out. You're not going to get paid this week because you didn't get to work on time.
My first thought was, did Denise work for Cal State OSHA? I'm going to get real quiet. I'm not going to say a word.
Yep. Katie, do you see what my cat's doing? This is what he does all the time.
He's lounging out on you. Yep, he's lounging out.
Oh, yeah.
He's grown some. Oh my
Yoga.
gosh.
He's purring, isn't he?
Oh, he's purring all right. He's comfy. He's sleeping.
He's like, I'm right where I want to be in mommy's lap.
I would dislocate my shoulder. That is a yoga pose and a half.
He learned
What's that?
He learned it from the best.
No, but seriously, I am throwing out my shoulder doing my sleep yoga. I don't know how to stop it.
Well,
I'm going to tape myself to the bed.
we need to wrap you up like a burrito in a blanket.
Yes. Like
Yeah.
it was 18 something.
Tuck you in. Oh. You need your son to come tuck you in. That's what it.
I'm too much of a roller. I'm an alligator. I'm too much of a roller for all that.
I pretty much where I lay, and then it feels like as soon as I get up, I'm in the same position. So if I fall asleep on my back like a vampire, that's what I wake up like. So,
Oh,
or if I'm on my
goodness.
side, that's what I wake up. What you doing? Okay, sorry, buddy.
I toss and turn all night. I wish I could sleep solidly through the night.
Yeah, maybe I will once Nicola gets home.
Yeah, that does help having him, because he's there, he's in bed, and all that great stuff.
Yeah.
So
He makes me feel safe. So
yeah.
Mo, I quit drinking espresso. Was that a couple months ago?
Oh.
Oh
Because
no, was that? No.
Is
That was
espresso expensive to drink?
It was right
coffee.
after I rode to California last year when you and I were like having episodes. I think we drank too much.
It made me paranoid, so I quit drinking it. I quit drinking espresso because it didn't do to me what it's always done.
When we went to the desert quilters, because that's when you were getting your ad half shots, and then you stopped after that.
It's officially been a year. We're coming up on a year of me not drinking espresso.
Yeah.
How's your pocketbook faring from that?
Anytime you quit a vice, you're rich. Anytime if you quit smoking, you're like, where'd all this money come from? Where I got all this money in my pocket all of a sudden? Like,
yeah, see, there you go. So it has its benefits.
That is any vice, coffee, cigarettes, anything. You'd be like, man, I spent that much money on coffee. Like, you don't even realize it until I always tell the story. When I lived in Portland, I would drink an iced coffee at least one or two, 6 days out of the week. Because the store I worked at was open Monday through Saturday. Because it wasn't open on Sundays. So long story short, I was making $9.35 an hour back then, and I had a $300, if not more, a month habit at Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest does.
That's crazy.
I just buy a coffee. It just didn't seem like it was that much because it was like $4. Then I go buy another one. Then I go buy another one.
That adds up after a while.
A lot. You don't realize how much it does until you're like, holy cow, how did I spend that much money?
Absolutely. I had that same problem this year where it's like I would go almost every other day to Starbucks or Dunkin' or to the coffee shops here. But now I only do it on Saturday or Friday whenever I go grocery shopping. It's the only time I'll go through and get a coffee. So it's amazing how much money you save that way. You're like, oh, I have extra cash in my pocket. So
Mo, that gets expensive too. Going to the dispensary all the time gets expensive. Well, it depends on what you buy. I buy the old guy stuff. I go to the corner.
Yeah.
No, but like I said, any vice, like when I quit going to Hobby Lobby every week and I quit spending $250 on fabric every other week.
I thought you didn't like Hobby Lobby.
It's not that I didn't like them. I just had a couple. You know what? I'm going to say something. I wear attention-grabbing clothes. So in no way, shape, or form do I expect people to not react. I know what I'm doing. So I don't claim like immunity on this.
Yeah, but why do they need to react to start with is what I want to know.
I'm not in control of somebody else's, because 99.9% of the population just kind of looks at me and is like, oh, that guy's living in the past. Move on. They see me with my vest and they're like, oh no. It's like, I have Slayer patches on. Oh, you're old.
Yeah, but a lawyer could be wearing insane patches and be part of a bike. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about.
No, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And there's a ton. Most are lawyers. Those are the only people that can afford the bikes.
Yeah.
They're like lawyers and
I remember I was in Daytona I went to Daytona with a friend. I was before I got married the first time, and I thought uh, it was a good time to go, and come to find out, I picked a bad time to come because there was nothing but motorcycles as far as the eye could see. But when I started walking around, I didn't feel uncomfortable because most of the guys that were walking around weren't even looking really at us. And someone had told me one time that most bikers don't mess with, because a lot of them are lawyers and doctors and all kinds of different lives. They live different kinds of lives. It's not all bad people. And the whole time we were there, no one messed with us, not once. You
it's
know,
the
I had
like
a good experience. Instead of being scared the whole time, I ended up relaxing.
oh Jaja, now I want an espresso machine. I get so many ads for that. Do
Yeah.
you know the younger generation is kind of ruining it for what it is to have a motorcycle. But I know old guys with beards that look like Gandalf.
Mm-hmm.
They are the nicest people on earth.
Yeah, they were very friendly.
And I grew up with the Vietnam vet crowd. Those guys were real. They were tough guys. They were the nicest guys on earth. And they were bikers. I
Apparently,
think
my brother who is a highway patrol, but now he's like captain or something. But he has a Harley and he goes to bike week down there in Daytona. So he must not be too worried about it either.
just in 1990, Jessica was the #1 girl's name.
Yep.
Who?
I believe in the 80s as well. Only one. No, I'm. I think there's a lot of things that have crazy reputation. I'm from Los Angeles. I could take you to parts of Compton, Carson, and Watts that look like my neighborhood, that are better kept than my neighborhood. A lot of it is hype and people just saying, "Oh, you shouldn't do this or that." But again, I grew up around the Vietnam veteran type, and to me, they're like just people with amazing stories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
They're
know.
just big burly teddy bears.
Yep.
Yep, me and my stereotypes.
And it's okay.
Around here, bikers are either scary looking old guys that are actually really good guys, or young guys that are complete. I'm telling you, it's
Probably the young ones don't even have a clue.
well, and I'm not saying this to be mean. And I was there because they filmed it in the canyon by where I work on both canyons. Sons of Anarchy sold more motorcycles than Harley Davidson itself. When that show came out, all of a sudden, every dude in LA wanted a Dyna or a very specific bike. And the funny thing is, when I was talking to Jess before the stream, I was on Facebook Marketplace. All those bikes are up for sale. And these $15,000-$20,000 bikes are going for $4,000. I'm like, do I need a third one? I'm like, contemplate $4,000 for and I want one of those bikes so bad, but like, I don't need one. And I complain about my insurance. I complain about having to register all the vehicles I have. And I'm sitting here shopping for a new bike. Like, here's another burden in my life. Mind your own business and keep your head on a swivel and you're good everywhere outside of a combat zone. I don't know. The older I get, people leave me alone. And, I'm still not ready for it when people see my gray and they assume I'm older than what I am.
Yes.
Because I don't look at myself the way that, you never look at yourself the way other people do.
No.
And I absolutely loved my father. He was a photographer. And one day I took a picture of him. When I got in my car accident, I took a picture of him standing by my car. And he looked and he was like, I got old. He was 70-something years old. We all kind of quietly looked at him. Like, we gave him that side eye. Like, but in his head, he didn't look as he looked. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I feel like that. So I know where he was coming from.
Yeah.
So I know that feeling of like, oh, I look at pictures. I blame Facebook and Apple because Apple will show me old pictures on my phone. Oh, anything that's in the cloud. This is what you looked like 15 years ago.
Thank you.
Oh, they're just some folks with evil personalities. Then they have never worn a uniform. I agree. I agree. I don't put anything past anyone. I'm not like, you know, I've grown up around people that are good, bad, and indifferent. It's more of a personality type than anything else.
There's also personalities wearing the uniform that are just as evil. So it's both ways. It's not just non-wearing uniform people.
I just think sometimes, like, it takes one bad apple and it ruins it for
Yeah,
everybody
pretty
else.
much. Yeah.
Even like in sewing, you could find a YouTuber that is kind of negative or something, and it could turn you off to sewing. Or somebody like, I won't say his name because I kind of don't like him, but there's this YouTuber who his premise is to teach people how to sew, but to me, he's kind of condescending. And so,
I hate those. I dislike those kind of people.
in
They
all
think
his
they're better than you.
and he's an amazing tailor, and his skill is I wish to be like that one day. But he berates other sewists, and he'll like take one of their videos and be like, "This is what you don't do. Do you know that person's heart is probably dropping because this person has 300,000, 400,000
Yeah.
subscribers?" And they're like, "Dude, I'm just trying to do my best, and this guy's trashing me."
Yeah.
You
They're picking on the little people.
He's ruining what is good about it by doing something like that.
I don't want to say his name because there's many.
I don't know who you're talking about. I mean, I haven't run. Well,
I'll say it when the stream's over, but like,
okay.
I try not to be like that, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for hanging out, Gene. Thank you so much. I hopefully I will have a quilted coat.
Thanks, Rick.
I'm kind of shocked how far I am right now. I just have to figure out the arms. I'm gonna use the red from the trim, maybe for the sleeves. That's why I'm sitting here trying to figure it out.
Debating.
And I feel if you have a skill, it's almost your obligation to teach it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Like I learned masonry at a young age just from not talking and watching people and participating, but like, I wasn't there with a clipboard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't know. That's one of the reasons I like this community because in a weird way we encourage each other and we're here for each other. And I'm not here to trash anybody. I make mistakes. I do the same thing over and over, and I still make mistakes.
And that's what I appreciate. Like we all cheer each other on. And even if we're not going to agree on everything that we like together. Like
No,
you're not going to like everything I make, and that's okay. But the things that then don't say anything. Just keep going. Let's just keep going. But the things that you do like, just shout it out every now and then because that's what I'm going to do to you when you show me things.
Try to lift each other up.
Exactly. Or if somebody has a question, come back in a nice way. Or even if you don't know, don't just go look it up and give them some crappy answer. Go say, I really I don't know 100% how to do that. And they'll appreciate and respect you more than you just thinking that you know everything. That's probably one thing that turns me off the most in the community is somebody that acts like they know everything.
Yeah.
And like every time that you come up with a question, they have an answer for it. And I'm like, there's no way that you know everything about, and I'll go off onto a different tangent, but they know about that too.
That
irritates me too.
Yeah.
I live by the saying of the man who knows that he knows nothing knows that he knows everything. I will never claim to know it all. I said, I'm a student. I still watch tutorials on certain things. I still am learning. Like
my zipper lanyard. I have learned so much from all the comments that have been put on that video. I'm going to now put fabric around the back so it doesn't catch your hair or anything like that. And I'm like, oh, why didn't I think about that? And like you put the fabric so far down so if you give it to a kid, they won't zip their neck up. I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
I was really excited to make it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you why you couldn't use fabric around the on the back of the neck. And so when you zip it up, you're not, because some of us have very long hair.
Oh, I was zipping my hair up too. I totally get it. Yeah. And use a fork, use a clamp, to put the zipper on. Again, I was just like, I didn't know. And so I was so thankful for people just leaving those little nuggets. And so I'm going to be like zipper lanyard part 2, 3-minute, craft. And so eventually I'll make that.
You're going to make, what you're going to do is you're going to modify it to make it better so that it's, And
I'm going to shout out all those people that gave me the wonderful ideas too. I'm just not going to say, oh, and this is what I'm doing now. No, it's because of you guys. So.
I have shout out every single person I've ever learned something from, even the cowboy quilter. My first videos, I was copying his videos because I saw that, do what the cool kids are doing. I never pull punches. Like I just showed up one day,
Absolutely. I understand.
I know I want one.
Jess. Oh, the lanyards?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I got fabric to send you. So whenever you send me an address.
Oh, I still haven't done that? Oh my God. You know my head's been up for 28 days and it ain't been where it's supposed to be.
Tonight,
I'll get it sent to you in an email. I'm so sorry.
Tonight, I'm going to make the biggest key fob with this that I can. I'm going to see how far I can go. I want it to be down to my feet, but I feel like the first one won't be. So I might be like, I have 15 key fobs for you.
Whatever. I would make it like 4 inches wide so that you can fold it in on each other and then fold it again, and it'll be a 1-inch key fob if you want it to be like 1 inch, the rope.
The size of the clasp.
Yeah, the sides of the lanyard would be 1 inch if you cut out a 4-inch piece of fabric.
I'm actually taking notes right now. You don't see my hands moving, but I'm actually taking notes. No, that's real. Like 4 inches. My brain is like 4 inches. Okay. The hamster stops running on the wheel. Okay. 4 inches.
Yeah, cut out 2 big, long, like 2 4-inch pieces, and then sew them together, and then we have to do some ironing. And you got it.
Oh, you know what? I do have a hand iron that this amazing, beautiful person just magically just beamed to my house.
Yeah, it's an amazing iron.
That is true. Okay.
It won't take you long to iron it because that iron gets hot.
I can hear my ironing board clanking right now. I haven't put the cover back on the mini iron yet. The mini ironing board. I might make another one.
Okay.
Well, it's because it got caught up in Laundry Mountain. I found it today, and I'm like, this is such a shame. Like, I am so terrible to things, but it was washed and it smelled great.
Well, I'm gonna take so I have a 2x2 board that's on my desk right now. That during COVID, I had put batting in it and then put a cover over it and stapled it. So the batting's pretty much gone. Like, I don't know how I'm still ironing, but I am. So I was debating, well, I'm going to take it all apart. And then I think I'm going to do that on a stream one day, is just put batting on it again and fabric, and show people how they can make their own little ironing board to go underneath their sewing machine so they can iron and go. That's how I use mine. So
the iron is just for show. He irons nothing. Sometimes, unfortunately, I have to iron. When I was younger, I went through this weird phase where I ironed everything. I would crease my khakis because I watched too much MTV. I had a very specific look, and the older I got, the less I wanted to iron.
What about your Aliso?
I just play with that thing because it goes. I play with my Aliso. I literally do.
There's somebody in North Carolina that could take it. Just saying.
I'm surprised it's not broken, because like a little kid, I go, boop, boop, boop. Like a little kid, I just do.
I want to go, if and when we ever go back to Vegas and we go thrifting, I need to find it.
Vegas is a weird honey hole. Like, there are not too many places on earth where you find stuff. In Vegas, in a weird way, and I know why. It's because people move there and they want to be a different version of themselves, so they get rid of all their stuff. Do you know how much stuff I found that says Southern California? There was something I wore to work 3 days ago that I got last year. Somebody was like, it was stereotypical red flannel. Is it in here? No, it's in my middle bedroom. But it said West Los Angeles all over it. Somebody, I found it at a Goodwill in Vegas. And everybody at my job was like, you bought that in Las Vegas? I said, yes. If I want to find anything with any state on it, go shopping in Las Vegas.
Oh, definitely. Well, everything that's ever been in the quilting world that I've found has been in Vegas. So there has to be some more. Like the rollers, I found that.
I'm telling you.
So just let me loose. Let me loose.
They sew. Vegas sews. Vegas quilts. But you know what? I want to know why. And this is a weird question. Why is knitting the most started and stopped project on earth?
Do you mean stopped as in not finishing it, or you mean completing it?
As completely chucking the hobby. I find knitting stuff everywhere. Every state, it doesn't matter. People pick up. It's in every thrift store. Is it that difficult?
Well, if you're a crocheter that's crocheted, for 52 years, yeah, it is. But
I agree, Katie.
Here, knitting is a big thing on this side of the pond, and they're a bunch of snobs for the most part. Because I learned that because I wanted to enter a couple of my crochet pieces like that mandala, and they were doing a show here in town with all the knitting. And when I asked them if I could enter a crochet piece, you know what she said? Nope, we don't do crocheters stuff. Just like that.
I know a lot of people from the UK that would they were very particular about knitting. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
And they were like,
And I'm just like, wow, we're knitters are snobs. My goodness.
It's the most quit hobby I've ever seen, more than lifting weights, because my son goes around, he buys weights at thrift stores. Man, we find weights everywhere. Because somebody buys a set, then they're like, I quit forever. And they send it to the thrift store, But more than anything else, I find yarn everywhere. I had to tell myself, I'm literally looking up at a tub of yarn.
You're not finding crochet unfinished projects?
Everywhere.
You said knitting. That's why I asked if there was crochet unfinished projects too. At
the Goodwill, I have a bunch. I don't know. I call them sleeves. They look like they're just sleeves. I put them on my head and wear them to bed.
Yeah.
It might be sweaters or something. I don't know.
I found so much stuff, but let's see if you can. Yeah, you can kind of see it for me, can you? Yes. Above this box, next to Jess's head, that is all knitting stuff. That is a giant tub up there. That is literally all knitting stuff at the top of the sewing machines up there.
Oh, wow.
Well, do you knit?
I was buying it because I take the yarn and use it for sashiko.
Oh, okay.
And I got tired of just black and white. And so anything that I thought was thread, I would use. And because I'm unconventional, I didn't know that you weren't supposed to use it like that. But I didn't care. It would go. I just get needles and jam it through my pants, and it worked.
Yeah.
I didn't know you weren't. And then I found then I graduated to this stuff. But
DMC.
As somebody who sews, I thought it was all created equal, and I found out it's not.
It's not.
And I say this all the time. I collect sewing machines, and I sew.
That mandala is 90%, 95% DMC number 3.
Wow.
I thought everybody sewed. I collect sewing machines. I found people who only collected sewing machines, but they didn't sew. And they thought it was crazy that I was using my 1950s. Someone literally called me crazy for using my 1950s table to make a kufi. They're like, what a waste. And I'm like, it's a sewing machine. It sews. But doesn't even make sense to me. But I'm not. I use the things I collect. Knitters collect yarn like we collect fabric, and their families dump everything. No, this is real. This is real.
Yeah.
I find it everywhere, everywhere. No matter what trip I'm on, no matter what town, including my own. That's the one thing at the Savers that's just like the Savers in Vegas. When you go, um, and this is very true. This is very true. You just click
Yeah.
down, like, yeah, it's everywhere. I jam it through my pants. Thank you, Kilroy. Thank you for the
I'm
quote.
a little leery about buying yarn or buying uh, yarn at thrift stores because you don't know where, especially if it's been in a smoking house or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a little leery about buying it like that.
I'm so weird. I love the smell of smoke as someone who grew up in a smoking family.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
so weird.
my lungs can't tolerate it. Sorry.
A group of 30 or more women gather at my church once a month and knit and crochet for 4 hours, then take stuff home to finish them. I love that.
Yeah, that's cool.
My mom crochets dishcloths, and then when she had her store, she would donate them or say that, hey, you can go ahead, you can buy them for like $3 or something like that.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. And so she would do that a lot. And any money that she got from the towels, she would donate to. I can't remember where she donated them to. I think probably the Catholic Church because they were part of that at one time. So
Did that sound loud? What I just did?
You're okay.
yeah.
I will say, hands down, Denise, knitting is the most abandoned craft of anything I've seen because because of the abundance. As a sewing, as a seasoned, grizzled veteran in the sewing machine game, I could walk into a thrift store and be like, okay, they're gonna have a Kenmore, they're gonna have a Singer in here, and I can tell you what machines are gonna be in there.
And if you ever find an HD9, Janome, you got me.
But they're not in every store. Whenever I go out, especially lately, yarn is in every store. So to me, yarn is I'm so sorry. Knitting is the most abandoned project that people think of, and that's just in my humble opinion.
Yeah. I would like to make an announcement that this is Quilters Month, the month of March.
Oh, is
No way.
It is.
It's
And
also
March,
National Craft Month.
it is. Yeah, it's March 21st is National Quilters Day. So,
Okay,
March 1st.
I'm gonna make a
thank you,
popsicle stick.
Quilter.
I'm gonna make a popsicle stick log cabin and a caftan. My dad would use popsicle sticks for epoxy and stuff, and he would buy a box of like 10,000. So when I was a little kid, I would make popsicle stick. I would literally stack them, and I got better, and I would make houses and stuff. I got crazy with popsicle sticks. Kids, popsicle sticks are literally popsicle sticks, and I'm so old. We used to play with inanimate objects, yes, and crafts at home. We had crafts at home.
Mm-hmm.
I like colored popsicle sticks. That's what we play with in 4th grade.
We used to make things with popsicle sticks.
We played games with popsicle sticks.
I did. I'm not kidding because my dad would buy a box of 1 billion, and he wouldn't mind because there was literally 1 billion in that thing. Like, go at it, build a mansion, like, because I could never use them all.
Yeah.
They make shawls and hats and scarves for gifts. And oh, that's awesome, Katie.
That's wonderful, Chris.
There was a story in Minnesota where a bunch of quilters came together and were making blankets for people at this hospital. Like, this hospital had shortage, and they came together and they like ripped out all these quilts for the people at the hospital.
They ripped them out?
That someday.
Literally, I say that figuratively, but they were pulling shifts and they were doing it 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
To make sure that this hospital or whatever was
they
out.
were making them. They weren't ripping them apart.
When I say I speak West Coast English, I apologize. When I say ripping, I mean moving fast.
Okay, gotcha. Because I'm like, wait, you're ripping them up? Why?
Or I'll say I was tearing through the highway. I wasn't hitting concrete. I was driving so fast that I'm lucky I didn't get pulled over. Really is what it is. Learned at 8, 61 now, but haven't given it up. See, just do more of other things friendlier to my hands. I totally get it. I totally get it. That's the one thing my grandmother didn't teach me. I think that was her angry. Like she would be knitting and like looking at you. There'd be smoke coming out of her ears and the knitting needles. We got too many months. There's got to be some UN conference or something to get all these months down to more reasonable number so you can keep track of them. And your cat is just chilling.
He's sleeping.
Oh, I couldn't sleep like that. I would have to be put in a wheelchair if I slept like that.
If you were a baby, you could. But no, as an adult, we can't sleep in certain positions. I totally get it.
That is true. You can totally do all those yoga poses when you're. How old's the cat?
Oh my word! I've had him for 4 months now.
No,
like 5 months old. I held JP the other day, and JP's like 3 times as big as him and so heavy. I was like, "Oh, JP, you need to go on a diet."
How old is JP now?
JP, oh, he was a year in no. I've had him for a year since November, so he was probably born sometime in October.
Hey, did you get eggs for hatching?
I do have eggs coming from a hatchery. Yes, I do. I told them that just give me some random ones. Easter eggers, please don't, because they're like the basset hounds of chickens. I feel they're just stubborn. They fly. They do everything what you don't want them to do.
That's what clipping the wings are for.
Yeah, but I told them, whatever you want to give me, and then, but I want to pay for them this year because he's been giving them to me for free for the last couple of years, and I want to, give something back to his business. So
that makes sense.
I'm going to give him a donation. I'm like, go buy a couple bags of feed. But I get them at the beginning of April. I will start.
Cool.
We come back from spring break. That first day will be day 1 of incubation. Yeah.
So, I watched this homesteader called Hidden Heights, and they have 2 emus they raised from young. They were young when they got them. They hadn't been too long hatched out, I guess. So they had a DNA test done on them to find out which one was a male and which one was female. So I think the birds are 2 or 3 years old now.
Yeah.
And she was making a comment. The wife was making a comment the other, I don't know, about 3 or 4 months ago, that they were thinking about getting another female because they hadn't seen the 2 mating. And then she came home one afternoon because her neighbor called and said that one of her dogs was out, so that she came home to find out what was going on. And she's talking to the neighbor, and the emus are mating right in front of them. So they made it like 2 or 3 months ago, and they've been mating on and off since. But anyway, they have 4 livestock guardian dogs, but one of them has access to the front pasture where the emus are with the smaller. I think those are Pico goats that's in that front pasture. And so
I need to get a tattoo of my grandma did angry knit. I was young. I came into the situation late in life. My grandma had reasons. Sorry, Katie, go ahead.
So she goes out to, they about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, they go out to the pasture and they see their livestock guardian dog, the one that runs the front pasture. He's eating something. So they go look and see what he's eating. He's eating an emu egg. And they're like, oh
Oh,
crap, she's been laying eggs and they didn't know it. And so they went and looked around the pasture, couldn't find anything. And,
yeah.
the male had been at, because once the female lays the eggs, generally it's the male that lays on the eggs. And the male was kind of off on the back of the pasture. So they went back there to see if there was something back there and they couldn't find nothing. And then they didn't find anything. So they assumed that their mojo had gotten the eggs. So she went out a couple days later, and she went out to feed the goats on the front pasture, and she saw something green laying on the ground, and she thought it was one of Mojo's toys that Mojo had drug out into there to play with, and it was an emu egg that Mojo hadn't molested yet. So they have 6 emu eggs in the incubator, but Mojo has had fun by eating multiple of them because this female's been laying eggs left and right, apparently.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and the eggs are like this big, they're this emerald green color. They're so pretty.
Yeah.
Do you know one ostrich egg can make 17 omelets?
Oh, I'm sure they're big eggs. I don't think I'd want to eat them.
It's a legend. I've never had it before. It's a weird fact. Anytime you get around ostrich people, they'll say that.
Mm.
I've gone bird egg hunting here in Greenland. There's a certain time of the season that you go out and you can go where the birds are laying their eggs, and it's out in the middle of nowhere. And I was with them the one time that they took me hunting the eggs, and they're really like goose-sized eggs.
Yeah.
And so his wife goes and makes some eggs for breakfast the next day. And she made regular chicken eggs, but she also made some of the seabird eggs. And I took one bite and I realized, no, because they tasted like fish. And that ruined it for me.
Yeah.
If you touched any kind of bird egg in my state, they would send the FBI after you.
Yeah. Well, in here, it's part of the indigenous way of life.
Every eagle in California has a webcam, a Ferrari, and a lawyer.
Well,
Yes.
eagles were nearly pushed to extinction, so I can understand why.
I think that we'll have turkeys this year also, besides ducks and chickens. I'm excited about that.
Turkeys are a handful, man.
You're excited about turkeys? Do
Well,
you know squabbling literally comes from turkeys being around each other? Because they just they
I'm not
squabble.
going to keep it. I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to be a foster mom to those. I'm going to take the chickens. Everything else I need to home it.
Raise them and eat them.
Yeah, sure. You betcha. Sheboygans. You heard it here first. She's gonna have 3 turkeys, a rooster, 15 chickens. I'm just a foster. You said that about the cat, and look where the cat is now. Look at the cat.
He's really going to give her a hard time.
Don't let Uncle William talk to you like that.
This is how the farm starts.
Well,
You showed me that video, so I'm doing a farm intervention right now.
oh, I've already told you this is what life's going to be. Get ready.
It starts with the chicken. It starts with the chicken.
It starts with the chicken. Then, are you ready for the potbelly pig? You got to give him a vitamin in the morning.
You know what I have to say about.
Lord, I don't know about the potbelly pig either.
You know what I have to say about pigs.
I guess you don't eat those, correct?
No.
I would.
I didn't know if they were edible or not.
They are. All animals are edible, but no, I would not. All my animals that I would ever get could potentially be used as food. I know.
See, I guess I'm kind of immune to this because I was raised what you raise, you eat. And my mom would just walk out in the yard and grab a chicken and hang it upside down,
Oh
do the
man, I hit
deed,
send.
and
I hit
then do
send too
those
fast.
kids to clean. Here,
I
clean
hit
the feathers off, you know.
All animals are edible.
I hit
Yes,
send
so
too fast.
like
I was gonna quote. I was quoting you. I forgot to put 20 McTwin 2026. Ow! I hit no 20 McTwin 2026. I hit it too fast. I can't
Yep.
believe you said that out loud. I'm gonna cut that.
No, I'm not gonna. This. He's a pet.
The
He's a
first
pet.
time that when I was out with Torben and they killed a reindeer, and he come back inside the boat after he'd done it, and he says, "You don't seem the least bit upset that I just did that." I'm like, "No, I'm not, because I was raised with a hunter, so you know this kind of
See,
thing is you're pragmatic about it. Yes, as long as and you know, and Greenlanders are interesting people because when they do what they do, they make sure that that animal doesn't suffer. They're very respectful.
not a potbelly pig. See, oh, Katie is telling you the truth. Katie Crafts is telling you the truth. See, I love it. I wanted a reindeer. They're hard to keep. I wanted an emu. They're terrible to keep. My list is shrinking. Pot-bellied pigs. They're a pain in the beat. I will believe you on this one.
Okay.
They probably are divas like chihuahuas. Anything that's mini is like thinks that they're big. I owned a mini pin. She thought she was a full pin. She was scared of nothing, and she was literally like she was all legs, but she was this big, all legs.
My goodness, you wouldn't believe the crap I'm getting out of my sewing machine.
Oh, you're cleaning it.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I need to take the bottom off because I have a sinking feeling that I'm going to find lots of straight pins in the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now I'm pulling out dust, and there is a lot of it. I just cleaned this like 2 weeks ago.
I think it's ironic that you want every animal that's like ornery. I've stopped my list. I no longer want a shield bill stork. I don't want anything I have to smuggle in this country.
That was big.
And of course, do you know what's so funny? Every animal that's illegal in America, if they have one, do you know where they live? Guess. In Texas.
California?
No, in Texas.
In Texas.
Like every animal that I wanted that you can't have in America, they're somewhere in a zoo in Texas.
I just want chickens.
Hey, Brenda, welcome in. Great to see you. Welcome in.
And if more just happen to drop in and live with me, then that's just how it happens.
Okay,
what free, Denise?
We see how 20 McTwin goes to prison smuggling exotic birds from Colombia.
Hi, Brenda. How are you?
My son used to watch that Border Patrol show, and I'm like, "You're really going to jail over birds?" I'd be sitting on the couch rolling. Like, I can't believe you're going to jail over birds.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it up to developers to want to destroy what's special about something.
Oh, that happens with anything. When you buy a business, you are told as a business person, well, this is old school business. When you buy anything, you're supposed to fire all the employees and hire all new people. That's old school business practice from day one. So a developer cutting down something that's been there forever, it's in my year 20 something years ago, there was an oak tree it had a lure of being the oldest tree in town, and they have built millions of houses in my area. And this man camped out in the tree. It was national news. He refused. All they did was they built the road around the tree, and they eventually cut the tree down. They dug it out. Well, they dug it out and they said they were going to move it. The tree died when they moved it.
No. Yeah.
And so they cut it down. So unfortunately, a developer is going to do what they're going to do. I'm not that heartless. I would never do something like that, but I incorporate things like that. If I found a tree like that, I'd put a bench under it. I'd put a huge bench around it and sit there and read a book,
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Me too.
Yeah. I always wanted to sit underneath like a huge like maple or just chill.
You need to go to Yosemite and sit underneath the General Sherman.
I've been there.
That is the most. It's so cool.
Yeah. I'll have to bring a blanket with me.
We have oak trees here.
You can sit there and read and just chill.
Yeah.
My city is planned. We have oak trees, but when I lived in Portland, Oregon, I used to sit on the Willamette and read. Total hippie. I'd take my shoes off in the park. I miss those days. What is that? Oh, is that fluff from your sewing machine?
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
And I did clean this out 2 weeks ago. Whoops. I just dropped it.
Yeah.
That means I've been putting a bunch of sewing hours in.
Yeah. I have to do it once a week, Katie, because I get about a little less than half, like almost half of that.
Yeah, I probably should clean it more often with all I've been sewing like a crazy person all of February. So
yeah, you have. Look at all those lives that you have underneath your belt. I saw you every day. Almost.
I think I did 26 of the 28 days. There was 2 days where I just couldn't function, and I'm just like
said by the real life Ed McMahon. If I'm Carson, you are Ed McMahon. We're on every other day.
Yeah, your life lasts how long? What, 4 hours or 3 hours? 4 hours, right?
I go 3. I try to go 3.
Yeah.
There was some of those nights I did 2 hours, and there was one night where I did 6, and I don't know what the heck. I just didn't want to stop. I wanted to sew, and that's what I did.
And you keep going as long people are there, people are watching, people are talking. Just keep going. I mean, you didn't feel like you were pulling teeth or trying to squeeze in some dead space. You got it.
Exactly. And it's weird when you're by yourself. I love having company.
Yeah.
That's why I
watch you every day, Katie. I know that I don't present myself in the channel, but I'm there.
Thank you for that. Well, apparently people are watching, or I wouldn't be getting watch hours because my watch hours has gone up. The thing is when I did the challenge, there was nights where I was by myself, and I'm like, are they going to come because I don't have no one to kind of make it livelier? But they did, because then when I shut it down and looked at how many views I'd had and what amount I had, there's 2 numbers you get. You get the overall views, and then you get when was the peak of how many people you actually had in your channel. And and those nights I had no one with me, they were just as good as the nights I had someone on with me.
Yeah. Like I was talking to William about, I mean, I don't see his analytics or anything like that, but I just see the number of, and like when I first started hanging out with him, it's like, and doing lives, it's like, if we got over 120, we were doing great. Like, that's just how it was like a year ago. And now, like like his channel is between 450 and like 500.
No, it's we. It's we. It's the royal we. Are you kidding me? You're actually the pilot because I fly like this.
You got to take some credit for it, William, because it's not just it's you.
No, it's his channel. I just get to be on it.
It's Jess. It's the people you have on, and and you keep it pretty lively, actually. A lot livelier than I might do at times.
And Kilroy, my town, does this all the time. We actually fight with my town. They put $2 million worth of flowers in all these medians that only lasted a season. Could you imagine that? Do you know what's funny? I miss going to city council meetings. but I quit going because like I noticed how it started. There'd be 2 cops, then there was 2 cop cars, then there were 4 cop cars because they would get heated.
Yeah.
You
If they
know,
would just plant indigenous plants, it would last a hell of a lot longer than planting something that was never meant to be there to start with. You just think they know. Talk to any landscaper who went to college, and I can tell you, I'm got that degree. You plant indigenous where places that you can't maintain on a regular basis. So highways and stuff, plant indigenous plants because they won't die when everything else will.
it's Williams. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you,
Mhm.
Mona.
Yeah, it is.
The royal we, as in William and the
Crickets.
Crickets. That is me and my doo-wop band, William and the Crickets. It's like Joe's apartment in here. If anyone's seen that MTV show and movie, it's like Joe's apartment. Crickets, I'm not kidding you. They fall from the ceiling. They're in my door jams. I've kind of just like, I'm like, whatever with it. We live together. I'm not kidding you. I will see my son. We have scoops, like cardboard cards, because we will take them out of the sink. We're like cricket saviors. We're like, oh, whatever. We've stomped so many of you. We're just, the war is over, kid. Infested.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, my house is infested with cricket.
I
I'm
find
not
one in
kidding.
my yard.
I'll sit here and one will fall from the rafters and it looks at me like Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible. Just boom, eye to eye. I'm not, the other day, it happened again and it landed. We were looking at each other face to face.
Yep.
There's nothing I can do. Animals, the insects outnumber us.
Yeah, no kidding.
Leofa said he'll come help you with the problem.
And there's a bunch of buff fat lizards in front of my house. I have lizards. All the lizards are like burping, like, hey man, thanks for the things. And I'm like, come
You
inside.
need to let the lizards in your house so they could eat the crickets inside the house.
Yeah.
They're pretty harmless. Lizards are. I used to, me and my sisters would just terrorize my mother because we'd come in with them hooked on our ears.
Oh gosh.
I miss.
We were a bunch of tomboys. I mean, we was always doing silly stuff like that.
I always have house lizards. It's just I got a better screen door, and so they don't come in the house as much. I made a screen door, and the bottom panel fell out, and I just got lazy and didn't do anything about it. And then one day I was like, a possum could walk in my house, or a raccoon, or something. Like, I'm crazy. And so I covered it up, and that's when the lizard stopped coming in my house. The royal we is the Big Lebowski. I try to model my life after that movie. Man, come on, man. Except for I love the Eagles. I don't hate the Eagles. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my air. Maple Leafs fans haven't put the Stanley Cup in the air. 53 years. 53 years, I think.
I was going to say it's over a mid-century. We're there. See, I'm waiting.
If they can decide years later what was once thought to be a plan anymore, anything can be changed. So you have a history of unfinished projects. Yes. And I feel like I just sat down on a psychiatrist's couch. So you have a history of unfinished projects. Yes.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that before the live went.
I started the log cabin blocks tonight.
Awesome.
And
Yay.
I didn't realize that I didn't save some for the 5-inch square that you start off on. I didn't save any, so I went ahead and cut some up with one of the fabrics, and so it's gonna look like it's all together, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
We're gonna see how few of them look with having those side by side, because I don't know what I want to use for a block right here. Right now.
Okay,
So that I'd
so
see what
hold
that
on.
looks like.
Hold on. So As a rookie quilter, Cynthia, get your ruler. Hold on, and don't listen to these two because they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. I don't. What I do is I get my ruler and I would cut it to a perfect square. So anything that's hanging over anything, I'm like boop, and it may not be 5 inches anymore, but it's a square. It may not be the size of the block that you originally intended it to be, but it's a square.
Okay.
Don't listen to the
Okay.
pros. Listen to old shortcut McGee over here.
Red was
What
a
are,
perfect choice. Red
what?
red is an amazing choice to start your log and cabin quilt with, because red and yellow are the traditional middle pieces of a log cabin block.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
they are. Um, the yellow is for friendship, and so people that put yellow in the middle of theirs, it was more for their friendships, and then the red was for family and love and like the heart of the home, the fight,
hmm,
the fire of the home. So yeah.
yeah.
That I
Um,
remember. So it's gonna look beautiful, Cynthia. It's beautiful
Thank
so
you.
far.
I
Yes.
I uh Tammy's show and tell the other night, and I think it was on her show and tell. One of the things that were shown was a blanket. I mean, I'm sorry, that just came out so easily. I wasn't even trying to pick on
Oh, I
anybody.
I know what you're talking about. Me and Ron hear you. Ron
Um,
and I.
it
Ron and I.
it was it was
Cut your
a
lining.
quilt where it had it might have been a log cabin quilt, but the center block was like cream or white. It was a light color, and she was it was a wedding gift, going to be a wedding gift, and she's going to have loved ones sign that middle
Yeah.
square throughout all over the blanket. And I thought, ooh, what a good idea! I might do that for Mason. So
Yeah.
I thought I would start on this log cabin quilt and see how it looks. Um, and if I like it enough for them, I might give it to them. If not, then I will start the coffee themed fabric that I have to
Yeah.
eventually make a quilt for Mason with. I'll use that to
Yeah. You could
um make
making a
it.
throw in their wedding colors with that too.
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty. And then
Yeah, I
people
thought
can
I would.
sign.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought I
There's so
would
much
make
you can
it
do with a log
like a
cabin.
wall hanging size
Yeah,
so that it's doable in the next 2 months. Um,
absolutely.
and if they will let me, then I could hang it at the wedding. And when they sign the guest book, they can do that too. So we'll
Absolutely.
see. We'll see
I love that. I love
if
that.
so. I thought it was a neat idea when I heard whoever's quilt that was, when I heard them say that, when I heard Tammy explain that.
Mhm.
So someone
Yeah.
try it, but I didn't. But I'm at a point where I don't have the next strip.
Mm.
Um, I guess I forgot to cut it out because I go
Another
from
7 inch.
this to the
Yeah.
final strip. So I don't have the one to put across the top here this way.
Yeah. It should be
I've
like
got
7 inches, and then the next one's 9.
okay, yeah, that's because I have the 9-inch strips. So
Yeah.
I've got to figure out what I want to use for the 7-inch strip
Mhm.
and cut those before I can continue with any any farther on the blocks. But I have
Katie, yeah, Chris just gave us another definition of the long cabin quilt. It's just like light of the home. There's just so many different messages that were given out. Um, I've done multiple Underground Railroad quilts, Denise. So yes, I'm really well versed in that. But it's amazing, just the
The log
meaning
cabin block is one
of
of the
those
oldest
blocks, what they
blocks
mean.
too.
Yeah,
They when they were in wagons moving across the state, to go to the middle of the state, go to the middle of the country.
mm-hmm.
They were teaching their young children how to sew those together.
Mhm.
Oh, cool. Well, I
Yeah.
like that that no corners meet.
Mhm.
When you said that in your video, I was like, that's the quilt I need to make. So,
Yep, no matching seams. That is perfect.
yeah.
I know that's always perfect. Absolutely. I love those
So,
quilts a little more too.
so every one of my quilts that I make to give away might be a log cabin quilt, just in different colors.
Yes, I could see that. Heck
But
yeah.
this fabric, it is Wilmington brand or company,
Wilmington
I think is
prints.
what I think that's what the selvage said. And yes, it feels so good. It's like butter.
I love
It's
them.
just so smooth.
Mhm. Yeah, I used to have the gem. No. Wilmington Prince has a patriotic line called Gem something, maybe Gemstones. But anyway, it was really pretty, like of the dark reds and the navy blues and the whites. So
Hmm.
Sorry, I had to go get my
I
peanut
don't
butter.
know.
I had to go get my drink.
your peanut butter whiskey.
And for
That
anyone
just
wondering,
doesn't sound good.
for
Peanut
anyone
butter
wondering,
whiskey? Ooh, that
I
just
got
doesn't
this.
sound good.
I got this from a YouTuber. I'm drinking apple juice. I haven't had a sip of alcohol. Yikes. Since 2012. Not a sip, a single sip. So this is apple juice, but I'm going to call it peanut butter whiskey for watching that. I would never drink and go on stream like that.
No.
Peanut butter whiskey just doesn't sound good.
Nuh-uh.
If I'm ever with Bill, I'm going to say, chug, chug, chug. Go, Bill. Go,
And so
Bill.
now this reminds me of Bill with my hockey jersey on. I will
You need a
spare you
backwards
the hat.
Where's your- I don't have a hat right here.
I looked up and I saw the highlights for the leaves. I was like, oh yeah, I need to go get my apple juice. I need.
Oh, poor
I've
Bill.
actually come a long way on this quilty jacket. I might be done within a day. I'm gonna figure out the sleeves tonight, and then I'm done. And the collar, I guess, if I give it a collar. But I've been seeing most quilted jackets don't have a collar.
Yeah, they have that little one that comes up. But see, that's what yours. That's like your iconic piece, though. To it, you either have the hood or like the large collar.
Mhm.
I still have a lot of the white material, but nobody liked my white quilty jacket. And I'd like to thank all the 500 people who did. You are amazing. Who watched
Do
it.
you have one? I haven't seen it.
A while ago, I'd always call, what do I call it? Recycling old quilts or something
Yeah,
like that.
upcycling, recycling, something like that. Yeah.
I always use the up or the re, but no one bit. You know what it is? Is people they click with their eyeballs. They see abstract colors like my tweed and everything, and they click. But when they see just white, they're like, nah, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
I really liked the flower jacket. You were rocking it.
I love that thing. It came
Flower
out,
power all the way, man.
oh man, and that material was perfect. I'm probably gonna go back to the swap meet this weekend, and that's on the list of more because I'm gonna make pants out of that material. I'm gonna make huge, and I'm gonna make bell bottoms and pants. I'm gonna get an old pair of jeans. I have.
It brought back memories of mine when I was a kid.
I can't wait.
It's like flower power all the way.
Yeah.
What did you accomplish tonight, W? Those handkerchiefs you were ironing. No, I cut out a front and a back for a jacket. And I'm on this thing right now of bringing old quilts to life because I see quilts everywhere in stores. And now I know $80 is not that much to pay for a quilt.
Not when that's the price of just the material itself. And that's not even including batting and backing half the time.
Yeah.
So
That was actually the first time I've ever seen older quilts being sold like that. It was at the antique mall near my house. It was the first time Because I really, maybe I'm not looking. I just don't see quilts like that. Maybe I'm just not looking now. And now, watch, my next trip, I'm going to come back and be like, I bought 400 quilts.
As he rents a U-Haul to get back to
Or Pod
California.
1.
Now, your coats and stuff that you make, do you ever wear it out after you make them?
Every
Okay.
single one. Every
Okay,
single
good.
one. And mainly it's the people who see me at the gas station and my job. It's different. Like I work in a shop, so I walk in one of my coats, people are like, huh. I walk in the office, everyone's like, ooh, I like this one. I do a turn. I go all the way to the one side. I come back. Every office they clap for, every door they clap for me. So it's just different. It depends. I know my audience.
What does your mom think about the jackets?
She is happy that I'm doing something constructive with my life. She tells people she's a bragger, but she like anything. She's happy that I'm not out stealing hubcaps or something crazy. So, that's just a joke. It's a joke.
I know it is.
No,
That's why I laugh.
But no, she loves the fact that I'm doing something constructive with my life. Instead of like, and this isn't a dig, I was never a video game kind of guy. I'm always had to have my hands on something. And so that's just the kind of person that I am.
I've always been that way. I used to cross stitch, and then I started crocheting again. And then I discovered games on my smartphone. And then after I got tired of playing games all the time, I decided to start crocheting again. And now I end up spending, when I don't have something that I can have in my hands, I end up spending that time cleaning out the 200 and something emails I accumulate over a couple of days from not checking my emails because I'm sewing or crafting all day.
33 right now.
We don't even want to talk about emails now.
I'm at 33,739 unanswered emails.
And you sound like my sister.
If you have sent me an email and I have not answered, I apologize. But you are number 33,000 and I will get to you accordingly. I haven't looked in a while. 33,000. That's down from the 100,000.
Dang. My sister, she has hundreds and hundreds of emails unopened. And when I look at her phone and I see that the number for that and the number of text messages that she hasn't opened, I'm like, this stresses me out. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, unanswered text messages would drive me crazy because I answer all of my messages. Unless it's a troll.
I only get texts from certain people, so I answer back everybody. But it's a small circle of people who text me.
Now, I think she must not delete her trolls because, I mean, she's usually pretty quick to text back. 0. See, that's what I like to have mine at too. But ever since I started sewing, I can't keep it under 100. I try to clean it out.
Sorry, Cynthia. This is my cracked phone, okay? I dropped this phone, and then I bought this phone. So if you see a crack, don't panic, because I have a new one. But this is how many emails I have. I'm not even playing.
Holy cow.
33,739.
Goodness gracious.
See, and I have 3 email addresses underneath the Gmail button.
You have 8. No, we have found a new level of your organization. We have unlocked a new achievement of you are organized. Good great.
And it's only saying 8 because I haven't looked at them since 7 o'clock this evening.
I have 91,000. I I I
How
don't know if
many?
you remember we had this conversation like a year ago, and I erased as many as I could and I got it down, but over the past year I have ignored many, and it's not anything personal. It's an avalanche. I'll get out of it one day. I
Yeah.
go through though, like I have email, like I went back, there were emails back from like 2008, 2009, like it was time to erase. Oh, you got kicked out. Oh, you got kicked out and you got brought back in, Twitty McTwin.
I did.
Cowboy
Now we
poker.
need to save the trees, California.
All right. We've been going for 3 hours, but we will be back at it on Friday. I want to thank everybody who's joined. You guys are absolutely amazing. You make this channel what it is. We're just hanging out and sewing, having a good time. And I truly want to thank everybody. Katie, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're always invited. Cynthia, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me and putting up with my dropping and everything.
I just say no worries. No worries. We can't predict what when the bull is going to come for any of us.
Yeah. Well, my internet dropped. It's done that twice this evening. We don't know why, but so I decided not to, because I'm on my what's that called?
Your minutes.
Spot.
Your
The
minute. I'm old.
hotspot.
Yeah.
I'm on that, and we know how my Mac behaves when I'm on that. So I just got on my phone and kept the screen off, so I could still hang out.
Twinny McTwin from those planets. Thank you so much for joining.
You're welcome. The planets are now aligned. So
So the twin
we're going to be
planets.
very productive over the next few weeks.
We will be back at it on Friday. I hope everybody has a great week. We've learned a lot tonight, but we've learned don't email me because it's not that I'm ignoring you. I just haven't seen it.
Email Jess instead. He'll get it.
Exactly. Oh, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. We'll be back at it on Friday. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and we will definitely see you next time.